Okay.
So
Yeah, I
maybe
think
more
we were
bombardment.
resting right near the last sigil. That
Mhm.
Yeah.
way I could attempt to
No, we
dispel it
finished that
if
one.
I haven't. Oh, we did finish that
We
one.
did finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We did.
Everybody's here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Right.
Make sure you're all displaying as your characters for the
Believe
chat there.
so.
I
Mine.
think Balefire and Katsu might need to
Mine
change.
should have been fixed, although I'm not sure.
Alright, yeah, looks like it's displaying right for everyone now. Alright. How's everyone doing?
Good.
All good.
Cool. It looks like last scribe was Nico.
Yeah.
Calgrod, you'd be up for the scribing, if that's okay with you.
Yep.
Alright, and it looks like Schroeder, you would be on deck for next week.
Next week? Got it.
Yeah. Actually, you can see all the game info under its notes and game notes.
Mhm.
It has like the players, the times, like MVP, all that stuff. But anyway, do you want to give us a quick recap of last time, Nico?
Sure. Yeah. We distributed the shield and the amulet and traded some items just to keep things even, I guess. We found an illithid skeleton with a painful ring, like to attack all of our brains. It was fun. We managed to dispel two sigils. One took quite a while, and there was a bit of a fight with a vampire, or a few vampires rather, in the middle. The one guy was nice and sneaky. He tricked us into putting down the tiny hut and then attacked. And yeah, we finished off. I believe the last thing we did um was that the second sigil of the night, and then we're just kind of hanging out inside the tiny hut there.
Now, were you trying to do a long rest or just a normal rest? I forget.
I think we had just finished a short rest, but we were planning on doing a long rest.
Were you planning on doing that here?
I don't
I
remember what the
think
group decided.
I think so.
Yeah, I think we were like 6 hours away from a long rest or
We were
something
like,
like that.
let's pass the time here, and then we have some more spell slots in the morning to try in the last sigil.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is already a corner of the map anyway.
I thought
side
you
cave.
dispelled the last sigil.
I think
We-
I know we got
dispelled
two of
two of
them.
them. I think there's
You-
one over here somewhere, right?
No, you were in that area, and I don't think you saw a sigil there. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that your group got all the sigils because you used a bunch of spells trying to get that last one, the
Yeah,
dispel magic.
Nico, yeah, that's what Nico was saying.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, we
thought it was
still
the
was.
last one, but I'm willing to be like proven wrong if that's the case. But
Yeah.
So there was 2 or 3 sigil.
There were three, and you did the first one when you came in. Then you did another one up in the
Over there.
corner, like up here, and then
Okay.
this was the last one down here. So I think you're all
Right,
good.
right. The second one is
Right.
when we had the big mama fight, or the first one?
the first
first
one was
one.
with Big Mama.
Yeah, she showed up
Mama,
a
okay.
couple of times,
Mhm.
but
So that was
the you fought her, I think, finally in her lair and defeated her.
Mhm.
And that's where you found some of her treasure. And then you went off and did the other two sigils.
Yeah.
So I think the group is all good for the sigils. I mean, you can still rest here if you want, but it might be a little dangerous.
Yeah, I think we might have wanted to finish exploring this area since there wasn't all that much left, we thought. But
All right. Well, it's currently still fairly early, 1:30 in the afternoon, according to my calendar here. So, do you want to just try to stay here all day and do the rest, or do you want to do something else? Because I think you did finish the short rest. And yeah, I think you saw some movement to the north again.
Yeah, I remember seeing there's some vampire or something like that. We haven't seen who it was, but there's something moving over there. Hmm. Well, we can finish the exploration on the part that we haven't done, like over here on the southeast, right?
yeah, it looks like there's possibly 3 little spots to go that direction.
All right. So is that what you want to do?
I think so.
Okay.
All right. So the group is leaving the hut and heading off to the north.
But if I go first, you scout or
Yeah, it looks like he's scouting. Do you know what that 8 on you is for?
I think he was blade song singing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that would be gone at this point then. Alright, so you turn the corner there. Looking south, it seems like an empty cave. What's your passive perception?
15.
Oh, you're coming in really low for some reason. Hang on.
17.
17? Okay.
I will talk with more assertiveness.
Well, I can
he's
also
far
turn you up a bit. Hang on.
he's far out in the Outer Banks. That's why
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
yelling at us from over there.
It's whispering in the darkness. 17 is my perception.
Be quiet. We're sneaking around.
Yeah. All right.
Yep.
So you hear noises that sound like some movement over there, but they are fairly faint, and it sounds like maybe only 1 or 2 creatures tops. It might be some more ghouls coming back to the area, but so far you don't see anything.
Hey, Schroeder, tell the others. I hear some shuffling around. Not much, but a little bit. So just be prepared.
I'm pretty sure we still have the telepathic bond going during that short rest.
Okay. Then I scream through the telepathic bond. I hear something, I think. Be ready. So I'll wander down here to the end and take a really good look at this odd rock pile.
So it looks like there is a cave in here, and next to it a small cave that a ghoul could fit through. But you don't see anything else of much note here.
Can I poke my sword in the hole?
Sure. Your sword, is that the one that glows?
No, it's just a magic sword.
Alright,
It's just a normal, like, +2 sword.
so you put your rapier into the small 3-foot diameter, kind of, I guess, swishing it around a bit.
Yep.
Alright. You hear some skittering deeper in the cave when you do that, but it sounds like whatever it is moving away from you, not towards you.
Guys, there's a little hole there, and I scared something off with my menacing rapier.
Going to go check the tracks to see if there's any outside of Belfast track. If I can try to find what kind of creature we're talking about.
Sure. Give me a perception check. Oh, the music bugged again. Alright, so you're looking around. You see that there are some tracks in the area. They look like more of those clawed feet, so you would guess ghouls. Looks like there are 3 of them.
Yeah, maybe just ghouls, guys. So probably not worse. Well, the thing that we are in the undercave. So what's down the holes? I mean, how far? Going to check how far it is. Do we see like the bottom of the hole here?
So these are more like small caves in the wall, not really holes. It looks
Okay.
like these are like similar to the other caves that you saw the ghouls coming out of.
Okay, so they may have a limited. I mean, they may not reach way farther, but we would have to kind of get one by one into it to get after the gold, right?
Yeah, you'd have to crawl inside the cave.
Okay, yeah, no crawling. Right. Yep, crawlers over there.
Shiva says they might be coming back.
Well, I mean, if they come back, any ghoul we kill is not coming back, so it's up to them.
She says, "Well, I mean, remember it was that wave of energy had washed through here and seemingly destroyed everything, or maybe scared off the ghouls. I'm not sure what happened.
Hmm.
So maybe they're returning after being forced away."
Uh-huh.
She shrugs. She says, "In any case, I think we already got what we need here, right?"
Yeah, let's just finish that last part and get out, right? Back to Jean-Luc's camp.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So you go south. This cave leads to a cavern going into a different area, but you
Hey,
don't
guy.
see anything of note in here.
All right. This cavern goes to a different type of area, and it feels like my wonderful sense of direction says that this loops back to where we were.
What about here, Lou? Is there anything here?
So you look around in here. It looks like the
Calgrot.
ceiling. Or go ahead.
Oh, you're right there. Okay.
No, I just showed up. I was surprised by Calgrad being there.
Oh.
He came around the corner. I wasn't expecting him.
Ooh,
So the ceiling here looks a little bit weak, but this just looks like more of those bones that you've kind of found here and there. You don't see anything of note.
so yeah, well, let's head back then. Seems
Uh,
like we've checked everything here.
all right, so if you want to leave this area, I can just delete your tokens and move you back to the map. So you're gonna head back
Sure.
out.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So yeah,
All
Yeah.
right.
it's still pretty desolate or abandoned here, probably because of that magical necrotic energy that was sent through. So you
Hmm.
don't have much problem getting to the exit.
The body of Maragul is still there, right?
The what?
The body of the big Mamagul still down.
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Did we want to check out those elven bones on the way back or wait for our long rest?
Mm,
I'm okay with checking whenever.
Let's
I
go poke the hornet's nest.
All right, so you want to go into that area where you found the bones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so the group starts heading back there. Did anyone make a map?
yeah, I'm using my cartographic stuff to do the map.
Okay, so
I
you
have a
don't.
parchment just for that.
So you don't have to worry about navigating as you have the caves mapped out, and you head back to the bones. Give me a d20 roll, someone.
I got it. Yeah. Awesome.
Very nice.
Consistent.
Consistent.
At least I got that.
All you need.
All right. Give me one moment to check something. All right. So yeah, this was the large grouping of bones you found in the cave, right?
I think I took a pinky bone from it.
All right. I'm just trying to figure something else out here. So when you went last time, I'm just trying to remember what happened exactly. I think you saw them, but you didn't investigate them much. Is that right?
We basically identified that they were old.
And
Yeah.
Elvin.
And Elvin.
Yeah, but that was about it.
All right. So, all right. So you find your way back to them. You still see a large grouping of them in this one area. What did you want to do?
Could I try to see if anything killed them or if they all just happened to die of old age in a pile together?
Give me a medicine check.
I will assist with that.
All right. So go ahead and give me.
We did we
Check.
do detect the magic here?
I don't believe so.
No, we
So
did.
I'll start doing that while everybody is looking around.
We did because
Okay.
there's like an evil or not necessarily an evil aura, but an aura coming from inside the cave there in front of, right?
Yeah, we were trying to get somewhere more pressing.
was there an aura, or did you just feel like something was off?
Maybe it was just something felt off.
Yeah,
I don't
'cause
remember.
I don't think
It's been a hot
there.
minute.
Yeah, something I think makes. Oh, actually, was that the align? I think that was the alignment one because I asked if
I
anyone
think
was
it
good.
was.
Yeah, and I asked if any of you were good, which I don't remember if any of you are.
All of us are.
It's relatively good.
All right, so yeah,
Um,
anyone who is of good alignment would feel uncomfortable here. That's what it was. So I don't think you did detect magic, but if you want to, you can start working on that. And with the medicine checks, you would believe that these elves were not did not die of natural causes. Some scarring on the bones and
Mm.
some breaks make you think they were killed by weaponry.
mm.
What do you want to? What else do you want to do here?
Are we talking about 100 years ago, or are we talking like just a few days, a few years?
With the 24, you would think these bones are ancient. Like, probably they've been here for quite a long time.
So even before Isek became undead?
Yes,
Like even
probably.
before one... Huh, okay.
More like almost fossilized.
Not a ritual detect magic.
All right. So, 10 minutes pass and you finish your detect magic. And you do sense there is a bit of an aura on this place. Do you have religion?
No,
I mean,
I do not.
Whoever
Yes.
did detect magic, was that Ward?
Balefire.
Yeah,
Well, 3 of us have detect magic, I believe.
Teamwork.
All right. So,
And I have religion.
yeah, I think you were doing the medicine stuff, though. Ward, do you have religion?
no.
Okay. Uh, so,
Hey Schroeder, something feels weird, but I don't know what it is. There's something magic-y, but I don't recognize
yeah.
it.
Do you? I mean, if you want Schroeder, you can do detect magic as well, but that would have been later because you would have been examining the bones.
Yeah, it would have been a little bit later, but yeah, I'll do that.
Give me a d20 roll, everyone. Or not everyone, sorry, just one person.
Oh.
I'll take the 10.
Oh. You say everyone, I start rolling.
No, that's fine. Alright, well, as you're waiting for your ally to finish the detect magic. You would see something that catches you a little off guard as a spectral creature appears from one of the walls.
Oh, hey guys, look there.
Is it similar to the one we saw earlier near Chiron's lab?
Maybe. We'll see in a sec.
It was
Um,
in the tunnel, or was it the one in the tunnel when we went to the Elven ruins before getting to Garan?
Let's
You
see.
remember?
Have you seen these before? It doesn't look like you've seen these before.
I remember there was like when we went in Elven ruins where the golem was walking. There were a lot of creatures that we kind of avoided,
Okay,
like
well,
Elven ghosts.
yeah, actually, you may have seen this then. The creature or the being sort of steps out of the wall with a crazed look on her face as she
Ooh.
begins to approach the party.
Uh-oh. Banshee, I think that's what we found out over there. I remember we talked about banshees. How did
She
we identify them? I think somebody identified them when we saw them. Either a wildfire kind of sent his scout or something like that.
Oh, the Banshees? I believe I
Yeah,
identified them.
yeah, one of you. Yep, that's what it is. No!
Yeah.
she looks angrily at the group and she says, "You do not belong here," in Elven, which I think a couple of you speak.
Yep.
Let me set the scene here, though, so you can all see what's going on.
For those of us who don't speak Elven, does it sound menacing or just like this spectral
Uh,
banshee is talking?
it would probably sound a little menacing.
Okay,
She doesn't seem happy that you're here.
gotcha.
So Ebenezer.
Where on the map are we?
You are over here. You can
Thank you.
rearrange yourselves once I pull you out. She says, "Why do you desecrate our final resting place with your presence?" Oh, again, this is all in Elven.
We're trying to set things right for you. Put your souls at rest. At peace.
Balefire, you are. Are you
I know.
drow?
Half
You're half
half
drow?
drow. Yep.
Alright.
My daddy was a
Uh,
drow.
give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Sweet. That's the Windows key for the menu. Where do you make the minus? Where's the minus? Keyboard. Alright, I'm gonna do this at advantage and you can just pick the other die.
Okay.
Struggling. Persuasion.
So
20.
she sees you a little bit better now as you speak. Noticing your heritage, she says, You crawl from the Underdark. Your people come here after all the pain they've caused, and you dare tell me that you wish to bring me peace? You
So wait,
lie.
out of character. So there's an Underdark on this planet too. Then I guess.
Yeah, actually, she would have called it the Deep. Sorry, not the
All right.
Underdark.
Okay. Thanks. Uh, I'm not from around here, and don't blame me for my daddy. I like my mommy better.
All right, you notice to the west a second spirit steps from the darkness. It says, or she says, "They are here to steal what is ours. We should kill them." And
Let us right the wrongs of the past.
another
Give us a
one
chance.
steps out from
Or
behind you.
behind.
Give me another persuasion check. Still at disadvantage. $16.
Ooh.
That certainly whispers another one behind us.
She says, "What could you possibly have to offer us to right the wrongs of the past?"
We can dig a hole for the bones, and our friend here can say a prayer to put your soul at ease. Or we can go kill something for you. I don't know what your problem is. Whatever it is, let us fix it.
What god do you worship again, Nico? What symbols
Cor-
do you have displayed?
it would be like a hanging from my hand would be a little. It looks like a sword with a lightning bolt guard.
Alright, so they kind of look to you at this point,
Okay.
as if expecting you to say something.
I don't think she speaks our language.
He or she would then say in common, "Priest, what powers do you have that could put our souls to rest?" And you can all understand that if you don't speak Elven.
Uh, I mean, I could say a prayer. I could flunked religion, guys. Crap.
Do you have ceremony?
Tomorrow we could come back and that requires components that I don't have. But yeah, I have ceremony.
Give me a persuasion check at disadvantage.
I was gonna say that I definitely am not being persuasive right now.
She's
What do
like,
you need? What do you need for that spell?
Silver dust,
How much?
25 gold.
I might actually have that. I used to
Oh well,
travel
then
with
yes.
I used to travel
Sorry.
with the cleric, and I needed to do a lot of repenting.
So
Mm.
this one points at you now, Nico, and says, "She holds a finger of our dead. She's stolen from us."
But I cleaned it and made it really pretty, and I'm gonna just put that back.
Give me another persuasion check at disadvantage. Alright. Give me initiative rolls. As you're carefully putting the finger back, you're like, "Wait, oh, is this yours? But I cleaned it."
Yeah, I did. I'm just gonna take that bone out of my inventory.
Let me turn off that centering. It's been a while. Alright. So the Banshees. And something else. So the first one to act as they begin to move towards the group. Oh, they get to act first. Ooh. All right. So the first Banshee looks angrily at Nico, sucks in a deep breath, and lets out a ghastly wail, which permeates the group. And I need con saves from everyone as this piercing shriek goes through the group. The DC is 13 wisdom. Or wait, sorry, it's a wisdom save. Or wait, no. 13 con save. No, I was right the first time.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Okay.
Con save, right?
Yes.
Good thing.
All right.
I think I might burn a point too for that.
I think you already rolled though,
Oh, it's
unfortunately.
before. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
it would have to be before. So if you failed it, you would drop to 0 hit points and fall unconscious as your mind is shattered by the psychic damage of the Banshee's wail.
Oh, off to a good start, guys.
This one comes forward and is going to swing at Nico. Thief! She yells, using Corrupt Touch on you.
Just cleaned it and put it back.
19 versus AC.
It hits.
Alright. That shouldn't be showing. Alright, so you are struck by her corrupting touch, and she hits you for 15 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Sorry. If you did make your saving throw for that psychic wail, you would take 5 points of psychic damage, even if you made it. This one is also going to rush forward and swing at Schroeder.
Oi.
16 versus AC.
I was going to shield if it would hit.
Alright, so you spend your reaction throwing your hand up and casting shield, which would put you to, 17?
It should put me at 20. I had mage armor on.
Alright, your AC is marked as 12, but... Alright, that's
Yeah.
fine. So you knock the Banshee back as she attempts to grab at you. That's it for the Banshees. Katsu.
Alrighty.
You see, it looks like Balefire and Calgrod and Deja are unconscious.
Yep. But I'm a fighter. So we'll spend a fighting spirit.
Alright, so you step towards the one that just wailed and attack with your... what is it that you're using again?
The Masterwork Glaive.
A glaive, yeah. Alright. Crit. Ha! So you strike, then strike a second time, cutting into the Banshee, doing 25, 35, 40 points of damage. Ow, good hit. Her essence is ripped apart and she looks badly wounded as she looks at you, fire burning in her eyes, going to attack, but she can't just yet. Anything else?
Nope, that is it.
Alright, Calgrod, the Banshee's wail has brought you down. I need a death save to try to resist being pulled into the afterlife.
Do those. I think you can do that from here. Yep. Okay. So they save. They save failure. How do I do the wall? Trying to find the. I do. Oh, there I go. Yeah. Oop. That's a fail.
Alright, so you get one fail as the shadows approach. And I guess Deja... Can Deja be unconscious?
Deja is dead.
He's just dead.
No, Deja is dead. Yeah,
Right.
Deja is like. So our body is staying here. She's not a summon, so.
Alright, so Balefire, what are you gonna do? I guess
Probably roll a
death
death
save.
save.
Yeah.
Where's the button? Where's the button? Roll. There we go.
Alright, so yeah, you resist the pull of death and gain 1 success.
So I also auto-stabilize.
Oh, okay. Then you are stabilized. So
Yep.
I guess you wouldn't have to roll a death save then, you're just stabilized.
Just in case of the fluke where I get like 2 failures on the same roll, I only auto-stabilize at the end of my turn, so.
Oh, okay. Schroeder.
Would I be able to stabilize Calgrod as an action?
Yeah, you'd make a medicine check, or if you had a medicine kit, you could use that.
Yeah, I will try to do a medicine
I'll get him
check.
up. I'll get him up. I'll get him up.
Okay.
Finish the
Alright.
enemies.
Alright, I'm going to try to finish off the one that is already injured, and I'm just gonna use a magic missile at 2nd level.
Alright, so you chant, drawing forth 4 dots in the air that suddenly streak towards the creature. That's 12 points of damage, which further wounds it, but it is not finished off just yet.
Okay.
Anything else?
Nope, I'm gonna stay here.
Alright. Something else is happening elsewhere. Ward, what are you doing?
I'm gonna use my bonus action to start Blade Song, and I'm gonna use my action to cure wounds on Calgor.
Okay.
Yeah. 9. Okay.
Alright, so Calgrad, you are once again conscious at 9 hit points, but you are prone and,
Yeah.
not in a great position.
Nope.
Anything else, Ward?
Nope.
Alright, Nico.
Bu- 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 So everyone's stable other than the spider? Other than Deja?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, Deja.
But Belfire is still unconscious.
Still unconscious. Okay. Alright, I am going to cast... Sorry. Need to look at my page more often in between games. I'm gonna throw a guiding bolt at the injured one over here.
Alright, so you point at that banshee chanting.
Doing that thing again. Range spell. Do you mind if I just roll a d20 because it's not letting me do the...
That's fine. You just might have to look at the macro and fix the guiding bolt one at some point.
Yeah. +7. So hopefully, we'll see.
Oh, 24 would definitely strike. As you said,
Okay.
the guiding bolt streaking over to it.
Yep, for, was it 4d6 radiant damage?
Alright, so the creature is struck for 16 and fades away. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna hang tight.
Alright, the banshees go again. So this one here is going to... What is she going to do? I think she is going to wail. So she's going to breathe in and once again let out a piercing screech, forcing con saves from everyone.
And I react by putting my hands on my ears.
I don't know if you could do that as a reaction. You may have already...
Yeah, I don't know if that's I don't know if that works, but
well, I'll say...
just doing it anyway.
I think you could try to do that, but I don't think just covering your ears would be enough. Like, you'd need an actual silence spell or something more...
Yeah,
yeah.
something more. Right, so it doesn't. No, it doesn't
Like,
work.
oh god. Yeah, so, con saves.
I'm gonna use inspiration.
Alright. So you use an inspiration. 15. So DC is, once again, 13. If you rolled under that, you would be put to 0.
Okay. Well, Nico's unconscious.
And unfortunately, I think Balefire, you would take damage from that, so you might get 2 death save fails. Or wait, no, I don't think you can crit on that because it's not an attack, so you just get 1 fail.
And then we still take 5 if we pass again, correct?
If you pass it, you do... Here, let me roll for it. So if
Oh, it's a roll, not just a set. Okay.
If you made it, you take 15.
Ouch.
That
Yeah.
wasn't an attack, was it? Like, could I have used a reaction to be mad
No,
at them?
no, it was a spell save.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't think so. All right.
All right, so this one was actually going to go for Calgrod, but I think the Screech put you down again, right?
Yeah.
So it's going to go for Schroeder. Oh, crit.
We got
16 necrotic damage.
I'll take 8, thank you.
All right. You have that's right. You have a resistance to necrotic. All right, so that's it for them. Katsu. Are you muted?
I am. Just normal attacks against the banshee below me.
All right, so you move to the north after that one screeches, and you cut into her. 17 and 12 would both strike, so you slash twice, doing 23 points of damage.
I forgot to ask a question earlier, dang it. I'll just ask on my turn.
That's fine.
That's it.
All right.
That's everything.
Calgrod, unfortunately, I think you were put down again,
Down again. Yeah.
so I need a death
So
save.
new base save, and that is 20. I'm back to 1. Yeah.
Oh wow, good roll.
Yeah.
So Calgrod kind of goes as he breathes in, getting air back into his body, like blood kind of probably gushing from his eyes and ears from all this psychic damage. And he's like, "Argh!" So you get to act normally on this turn.
Yep. Alright, so with 1 hit point and being prone, I am going to.
And you dropped your sword. Just remember that's on the
Yes.
ground.
So is it in my space or do I have to move?
Yeah, it's in your space. You drop all your
Okay.
stuff when you go down.
So I am going to stand up, get my sword, and slash. Who is the one that just wailed again?
That was
Which
this
one?
one. So
okay,
this
so
one
I'm going
still
to,
has not wailed.
Yeah, it does not well, right? So I'm going to yell. No wailing anymore. I'm going to do a searing smite. I'm going to do that. Do searing smites? Yes, I'm going to do that.
Alright, so you chant. You have Warcaster, or wait, you didn't pick up your sword yet, right?
No, I did as a free action. I picked the rapier, and well, I didn't. Oh yeah, it's still in my. I had only my shield, so my shield was trapped. So
Oh, okay.
I'm getting my sword out, casting searing smite at level 3, and then I'm going to try to stab this thing.
Alright, so your weapon lights up with a searing
Yep.
fire, and you stab at the creature.
Yes.
Ha! Oh yeah, you get her good striking. Is that a magic rapier? Yeah, moon touched. Okay.
It's a moon touch. Yes.
So you do
So
12 points of damage.
Plus the 13 from the searing smite.
Plus the 13. Now, is there a reason why it rolled 8 and 5?
Why did it roll 8 and 5? On what? On the searing smite?
Yeah.
Yes, because 8 I think is a regular damage, and 5 is if it's not concentrating.
I think.
because
Wait. I think she takes the 5 on her turn, right? Is that how that
yeah,
works?
it's I
Okay.
have to keep the concentration.
Gotcha.
I don't know why it's adding up the boss of the damage. I didn't
All right.
realize.
So then it would be 8 damage plus the 12. So she took 20
Yeah.
damage. All right. And
Yes.
does she have resistance to fire? Yeah, she does. So she only takes 4 from that. So 16.
Alright, that's not that efficient. Okay.
Anything else, Calgrod?
Die, bitch, die. Yeah, I'm going to strike a second time. And you guys killed my Disha. Alright.
And your balefire.
And the fire is not dead, but
That's true.
Yep.
Alright, so you strike a second time, spinning around and stabbing again for another 11.
Yep.
And she is looking a little beaten up, but not yet injured, I don't think, right? No. Anything else?
I think that
Nope,
one's taken
that's it.
3 attacks already.
This one?
No, it wasn't. Oh no, he was attacking the lower one. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah, he's trying to get the one who hasn't wailed yet, because she might
Yep.
still wail. Balefire, so I think you automatically stabilize again.
Yeah, it's at the beginning of my turn. I
Yeah.
reread the thing, and yeah.
So yeah, you're not bleeding out just yet. So Schroeder, what are you doing?
So I had a question. Are they technically flying?
They're sort of. They flying.
They'd be hovering, right?
Yeah, they'd be hovering. You don't see any legs underneath them.
I was wondering if
They're just sort
that
of
would
floating.
count with my Skyblinder staff.
I don't think it does. Well, they do technically. Yeah, I'll say it does, because
Okay.
technically they do have a fly speed.
Okay, perfect. Then I have something else I can do instead of shielding. I'm going to just smack the dude below me with a 2nd level magic missile.
Alright, so you chant, summoning 4 dots into existence as they streak towards him. For
Yeah, another 3.
12 points of damage. That would wound her, and she begins to falter as her essence is torn up by the magical force damage. Anything else?
I'll call her very weak, and then that'll be it.
Alright, Ward. Ward is unconscious. Also, are you muted, Ward? Well, I
was muted, sorry.
That's fine.
Death saves, here we go. Yay.
Oh, no!
Oh, wow.
That is 2 failures. As
Good luck.
the shadows pour in towards you, and you are barely hanging on to life. Nico, I need a death save. Are you muted now?
Sorry,
We
I
are
did that
actually
on.
we are incapacitated in real life.
Yeah.
We got this.
We're method acting this
Yeah.
this death scenario.
Oh no, that is a failure. Luckily, it wasn't a natural one. As these shadows close in. Looks like the banshees go again. This one here. Does she attack one of the unconscious people or go after Katsu? No, I'll have her go after Katsu. She comes up this way. And she's going to use her corrupting touch. Actually, wait. Katsu, you don't look injured, huh?
I mean, it depends. I'm technically missing like half my health.
Alright. So she is going to... Actually, instead of trying to attack you, her face becomes all strange and contorted, and she goes at you using Horrifying Visage. I need a Wisdom save, DC 13.
You got this, Katsu.
No, I
Oh.
don't.
So you are caught off guard by this sudden terror, and you are frightened of her for up to a minute. But you can try each turn to resist the fear. But
Okay.
for now, you are frightened.
Yep.
Alright, so Katsu, you are up next. Being frightened, you have disadvantage on attacks and ability checks, and you can't move closer to her.
Did the
Does
other
the other
banshee
one
go
not go?
Oh, the other one, right. I forgot
Yeah,
the other one.
I called her very weak.
Alright, so she does not like you calling her very weak. What's she gonna do about it?
Yeah. What is she gonna do about it?
She is going to try to grab at you with her corrupting touch.
Which is an attack, yes?
Yes.
I'm using my reaction to hold up my staff and blind her. So she'll be making it at disadvantage and a DC 15 Constitution, I believe.
Alright, go ahead and link the staff's ability.
That's... Can I just do that? Yeah, I can just do that. I didn't actually make an attack just for the text box.
Alright, so it's disadvantage first of all, and it has to make a con save.
DC 15 or be blinded until the start of its next turn.
Which it's not very good at. Alright, so it would fail as the staff flashes and it becomes blinded.
I don't get many opportunities to use that.
It will still attempt to attack you at disadvantage. But no, it swings wildly and completely misses. So now it would be Katsu's turn. Oh, and it looks like she might be getting ready to wail again. Since she can't attack straight.
I'm gonna go ahead and spin a fighting spirit to even out the disadvantage I have.
Okay.
And attempt to hit the one in front of me.
It depends on the undead, Nico. Many have very good con. Yes. So 19 and 24 would both strike, and the creature would take 31, which would cut it down.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, this one looks like she's getting ready to wail.
Okay. Now I'll go over here. That's my turn.
Alright, Calgrod.
So do I know how many
Oh,
death save everybody's at? So I get 2 for Ward, 1 for
Yeah.
Nico.
You saw
is that what
Ward
I see?
coughing up a bunch of blood, so you might
Okay.
think he is in bad shape. And actually, I forgot about her Searing Smite. She has to make a con check, right?
Focusing, concentrating on that.
I thought it was just at the beginning of turn she takes the damage.
No, she has to.
She can
it's
con
not
save to get rid of it.
yeah.
But she would fail. So how much did she take? 5?
5, yes. So,
Alright, so that's reduced to 2.
Yes,
And yeah, she looks very unhappy, still burning. But what are you gonna do, Calgrod?
So I am going to. She's blinded, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But you know, if she wails, she'll probably deal more damage to Ward. You're not sure he can survive.
Yeah. No, I know that.
I'll
I need
handle
to do
Ward.
Well, I can do a healing ward too. Okay, so you can handle ward. Before his turn. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to do healing ward on Nico then.
Oh, thank you.
And yep, cast the healing ward over there and target Nico.
Okay, so Nico is bathed in healing energies.
Not much, but enough.
Gain 5 and become conscious.
Yes, and then because she's kind of blinded, I'm moving over there and going to try to stab her twice.
Alright, so you attack with the flank and advantage.
And advantage, yes. Yeah, perfect. Ooh. Nice, so I'm taking also the favored foe at that point. I'm not going to. He's taking. So I'm dropping the fire.
Alright, so she's no longer burning but has the favored foe, which unfortunately is that. Did you roll a 1 on that?
1.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
over the one, that one. And the second attack plus 2.
Alright, so did she take 11 on that first one?
Yeah.
Alright, so she's looking badly wounded. And that would be enough to just finish her off.
Oof! Oh, the one was the favorite foe did it.
Yep, that
I
one
will.
point.
I will immediately attempt to stabilize Ward.
Oh, hang on. We're still in rounds until Ward's
Yeah, I'm
safe.
done.
Okay.
Balefire is stable, so you would be next, luckily.
Yeah. And
So you do a
check.
medicine check, DC of 10. Well, you luckily make it, and Ward is stabilized. Alright.
Oh, I thought that
Yay.
was shorter. You need to. If you're not sure, it would have been better that I do
Yeah, I
the
was
healing
gonna
word
say.
on Rod.
I was gonna say that was a
No,
risky
don't
play
do
there
that.
with a +5.
Don't
You
do
could have
that
rolled
again.
low.
When I realize that Shudder is actually doing medicine, I'm kind of telling her, "Don't do that again, please."
If we were still in combat, I had something else, but since all of
Oh,
them are
okay.
dead,
Well, I mean, she still had. If she had failed that check, she could have died on the next check.
Yeah, if Ward didn't roll well, you would have basically Ward would have died. So that's why it was risky, because you only had a round to save him. But yeah, everyone's stabilized, and yeah, what do you all want to do? You know, those are CR4 creatures. It's so ridiculous.
Yeah,
Banshees.
They are.
they are very dangerous.
Freaking just.
They are.
This is the second group they almost wiped.
Yeah.
Alright, well, what are you going to do?
Well, so what are these? Well, first we're going to kind of wake up Wildfire with a healing ward. Because it's stable, it just needs some kind of healing, right?
Yeah, I'll cast Cure Wounds on
Yeah.
both Balefire and Ward.
So you do that.
Alright, so you use 2 Cure Wound spells, giving each of them some healing.
And it's still not doing anything, which is awesome. So,
Yeah,
Is it cool?
there's some videos on like macros you might need to.
Yeah.
One thing you could
I'll-
do is just delete the spells and re-pull them from the compendium. Or if you
Yeah,
want
I-
to just try to fix them, you could check out a video or something.
I will. I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna roll a couple d8 separately and add
Yeah, that's fine. Just call out
add-
who you're healing.
3 or whatever. So this will be for Balefire. +3.
Alright, so
For my-
Balefire gains 11 as you channel magic through him, and his eyes probably flutter open as you see your group there. There's some blood coming out of his ears and maybe one of his eyes, but he is alive.
And then for Ward, he gets 5.
Alright, Ward, same thing.
Did I just get some HP? Sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
you
back.
got
yeah, 11.
you got 11.
And
And remember, if you did go down, you do have a level of exhaustion, which I think is Balefire, Ward, Calgrod, and Nico.
It's every
I think
time, right?
Hellfire might have 2.
Yeah.
Did you go down twice? Oh, that's right. Yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
you-
yeah.
Yeah,
well,
he
I
I
auto
went down once, I
stabilizes.
stayed down.
No, if you
he stabilized. He didn't actually.
yeah, it's different if you stabilize. I think because you're still technically in the same.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think that counts as like. I
Because
don't
he
know. I
didn't.
have to
he
look
did-
into
He
it.
didn't come down to 0. He
Yeah,
was
he
at
never
0.
got
He just-
above 0, so it was still just the same death.
He still took a death save fail, even if he was stabilized. So he's yeah, that would make sense. But for me, I went.
You grab your pinky
twice.
bone again.
Yeah.
Like, it's mine now. I earned that pinky bone.
I
Where do you track exhaustion?
So I don't know where
I
it
think
is
you already
on the.
have it on you.
Well, there's a spot on the sheet that you can put it in. At least
Yeah,
in the
if you-
roll 20 sheet. I don't know about the
If you
beyond sheet.
go, if you go in beyond the Balefire, you go to conditions under your hit points. You double click there, and at the bottom of the condition list, there is an exhaustion ruler, and you can just click on the one exhaustion. And if you click on exhaustion, it will show you the effect.
Yeah, which one it's just disadvantage on skill checks. The second
Yeah.
one I think halves your speed.
Yep, correct. Yep.
All right. So what does the group want to do? It seems quiet here now.
Oof. Well, there's a bunch
I'm-
of. At that
So
point, yeah, go ahead.
I was just say those banshees said that they were worried that we were going to take something that belonged to them. I think we
Yeah,
definitely
I'm
take something that
using
belonged to
detect magic.
And I see stones, like there's bits of stone and some. What are those? Are they like mounds of something?
What are you talking about? To the north of you?
To the south
Oh,
over there.
those are areas of the ceiling that are unstable that look like they could be
Ooh, okay.
brought down.
All right.
Yeah, those are up on the ceiling.
And what about the stone
Those
things,
are just rubble, like cave in, difficult terrain.
Kevin? Okay.
Yeah.
I
Uh,
was casting detect magic, by the way.
yeah, so you keep casting Detect Magic, and you do think you sense some sort of aura, but it's not coming from the bones, it's coming from underneath.
Underneath where?
And actually, I should have told you others who cast as well. So you see, there is the kind of aura on the bones themselves, but there's also, like I said, something that might be underneath them, like under the ground.
Do we still have that shovel?
I'm going to have move earth.
Ah,
Yeah, you could use Move Earth to move Earth as well.
I'm big on that manual labor.
I will concentrate to figure out the school of magic.
So if you have religion, give me a religion
Yeah,
check.
I have that.
That's why you were doing it anyway. So you think this ground is desecrated.
Oh, weird.
There's yeah, something evil put some kind of curse on this place where these bones are for whatever reason. But you're not sure what the other aura is below the desecrated bones.
All right, so let's. So first of all, I have powdered silver, Nico.
I think she said we'd have to do a long rest first.
For her to get the spell. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
we want
know.
to,
So
we
I don't know
can,
if the
but
ceremony will work. I think we need to hallow the ground if we want to, or dispel,
Could we
maybe
not
dispel the
take a
magic.
rest here?
Yeah, the
Uh,
well, I mean, you could do so. Nico, as a cleric, you might feel compelled to give some of these bones a proper burial using ceremony because they're just sort of laying in the cave in this desecrated earth. I don't know. That would be kind of up to you if that bothers you. But you can also remember if you have religious components, you can use those to replace the powdered silver of the actual components. I don't know if
I
anyone
have
actually has
religious
those.
components.
Yeah, so that's another option if you don't have powdered silver.
We
I
do
have
have it.
plenty of religious components, so it might be worth using those instead of the silver
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah, I think you refined a bunch of them from the undead you killed, right?
Yeah, I have almost 1,000 GP worth.
Yeah. So Balefire, did you say you were casting Move Earth?
No, I was saying someone who has the spell should do that.
Oh.
Otherwise, we're gonna bust out the shovel.
Does anyone have Move Earth here?
I don't think we do.
Oh, we had a
No, we
discussion
lost
about it
the
before, but
we
it wasn't.
lost the one person
Yeah.
that we had with it.
Okay, so we should
Katsu,
shovels.
what's happening to Katsu? She's got a weird icon on. What's going on,
Frightened
Katsu? Oh,
by
frightened.
one of
Okay.
the banshees.
Oh yeah, you could
I,
take that off now since it died.
I was not
Well,
sure if she was turning into Banshee or something.
while we're discussing that, I'm collecting banshee.
All right, sure. So you
Banshee kiss.
you're getting some essence of banshee or trying to. So with a 26, you
That
would.
was my religion.
Oh right. Well, I need another
I'm doing
religion
my
or
alchem.
alchemy. Yeah, yeah. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm doing my alchemy right now.
Sure.
So while she's doing that, I'm going to heal Dija and bring her back with a level 1 slot spell. Da 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 da. Dija, what happened to you?
So is it giving you +4 twice with the 21 +4, or what's going on there?
No, so the +4 is from my what is it called? My is that my tire? Yeah, it's my tireless precision
All right,
right
because
there. And then the
okay.
+5 is from my intelligence.
Yeah, but it's already included in your roll, the +4 mod. You added a +4 mod, so it's adding it twice.
Yeah, I'm seeing it twice because it says 12 plus 5 plus 4 and then plus another 4.
That's weird.
So
I
yeah,
don't
you
know why
might
it's
need
doing
to.
that.
Well, one of them is a one of them I think you can uncheck, and the other because I think it's you built it into the roll, but then there's also a +4 it's adding on top of that. So
Well, when I hover over the first one, it just says the D20 +5 +0 +4.
yeah, yeah. Well, that yeah exactly, and that's fine. But then there's another +4 that it's trying to add to the roll after that.
Yeah, you see, you
Is
rolled a
it?
12. You rolled a
Yeah, it
12, so
says
the total
12
result.
plus 5 plus 4, so that gives you the 21, and then it's adding
Yeah.
another +4 for, I'm guessing, for the Arcana Alchemist Supplies thing.
That's really weird. Let me uncheck it and roll again, because I don't know where a flat +4 would come from.
Yeah, try that. I mean, I could still use your 21, that's fine, but yeah, so that's how it should be rolling, because I think the +4 is already factored in.
But it shouldn't just be an auto 4.
Uh,
Unless it's from something else.
But
so,
there's it says mod, so there's somewhere where the +4 has been added as a modifier.
yeah, so normally you just have +5, right, to the roll, if you didn't have the Tireless Precision.
Yes, unless having alchemist supplies actually gives me a benefit, but
No,
I don't.
alchemist
Yeah,
supplies, you just need them to do alchemy. So yeah, it might just be doubling up, so we'll take the 21. So you would be able to get 60 gold pieces worth of Banshee Essence.
yeah.
But that'll take you some time. So while Schroeder's doing that, what are the rest of you doing?
Wrong.
I don't have a shovel in my possession. Does anyone else have one?
Not scissor.
I
I
thought we
do.
did have a yeah, I was like, I'm pretty sure we had a shovel.
Alright, well, I'm happy to take a turn digging a hole to figure out what the bad thing is in the ground.
You look pretty wiped.
Yeah,
Maybe
but like, there's so many ladies in the party that like, even though like I'm beat up, I gotta make that effort to keep going and looking strong. But yeah,
Yeah, you don't show weakness.
no, don't show weakness. That's right. But given that Katsu's stronger than I am, she's welcome to grab the shovel from me if you
Yeah.
know.
I don't think you'd put up much fight right now.
Alright, so Katsu, do you want to dig the hole?
Yeah, I can.
Give me an athletics. Actually, you don't even have to roll, it's not that hard.
Okay, I was gonna say my passive is 19, so
Yeah, Balefire is kind of weakened, so it would have been harder for him, but you're still pretty fresh. So, are you gonna carefully move the bones aside, or are you just gonna like kick them out of the way and smash them?
Carefully move them. I can do that. That doesn't require.
yeah.
Okay.
Alright, so it takes you a little bit longer, but you get all the bones moved to the side, trying not to break or get them dirty, and then you start to dig.
So while she's doing that, I'm going to do a beast sense with and concentrate on Dija, and then I'm going to ask Dija to go on the wall over there, over there, over there, over there.
Just kind of look around the area.
Yep.
Alright, so you
And
explore the area. Go ahead.
but I tell her to stay on the wall, on the not on the ceiling, on the wall.
Alright. Yeah, she's looking around. It doesn't seem like there's much in this cave besides these bones.
So she's doing like the whole tour of the cave. Here, come back here, and then go up there. Stems. She's scurrying around.
Yeah, scurrying around, exploring the areas. Alright. Yeah, she, now can she mentally communicate with you?
No, I only see what through her eyes. So I have the beast sense active for, I think it's, how much did I say it is? Let me show you that. And sense. There you go.
Alright, so you are using the divination to activate that?
Yeah, I've activated, and it's I'm just seeing through her sense and observing. She's not talking to me, so when she comes back, I tell her, okay, go here, do the round around, okay, keep around,
And she has 60
and
feet of dark vision, right?
yes,
Alright, there you go. You should have sight with her now.
okay, cool.
As,
Okay, great.
as Katsu is digging the hole.
So that's a big cave, guys. And I'm kind of blinded here, so she's coming back that way. That's funny. Alright, so there's a big island here. Alright, DJ, go the other way. Up. So there's another small island here.
So as she gets there,
Uh-huh.
she would actually see something. As she
Uh-oh.
turns the corner here, or you would see something as well,
Yep.
because you see through her eyes. A translucent figure, looks like an elven woman, is sitting on the ground here.
Okay.
But she doesn't. She may look up at the spider for a moment, but she doesn't really react to it. She is still just sitting there.
So I'm going to point that there is some kind of ghost on the other side of that thing here. So is Katsu still like how long does that take from Katsu's digging?
So that would probably take about 20 minutes or so, because it's down a little ways. But you would find if you well, actually, what do you want to do about this? Do you want to stop digging and deal with whatever this is, or do you want to just keep digging?
It's up to the group. For me, I would tell if I can continue the exploration because I'm blind. I can't do anything else while DJ is like that. So if you want to finish the digging, I can continue checking stuff around.
What you said? There's another elf ghost over there.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't look like a banshee. She seems to sitting on the other side of that over there,
How loud are
Oh,
you
and
saying this?
It's
Are you
I'm
talking
just not
quietly or?
telepathic.
yelling. I'm
Oh,
talking to.
telepathically. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I mean,
Well,
I'm digging, so I don't imagine that's quiet.
yeah.
Yeah, she probably hears you digging, but I don't know if she heard you talking about her. Like maybe.
She
she
seemed
has
unfazed
information.
by Dija. He didn't move or attack or anything.
No, I can go chat with her real quick. If I have any trouble, I'll scream. But if she didn't come out when the banshees attacked us, then that she's probably unlike the others, so it might be okay. But I'm
You
happy to go talk
might
to her.
want to take one person with you, or at least Deja.
Remember, being exhausted, you are at disadvantage to your checks.
Right. I'm really tired. I mean, I'm happy to go talk to her, even when I'm not feeling good. Usually, I can get ladies to do what I want, but I mean, it's up to you guys. I just wonder if she's gonna have information about what we're doing here.
Well, she doesn't seem to be going anywhere. She's just sitting there.
Okay.
So we may want to finish this what we're doing and then go talk to her.
Okay.
While all this was happening, Nico would have been casting Aura of Vitality to just kind of help those of us who are looking pretty hurt.
Oh yes, good. Oh, that's
What is this
awesome.
one?
Oh, okay,
Um,
the big one.
yeah,
All right,
yeah,
so that will give you 10 rolls to give 2d6 back to people. You just have to call
yeah,
who you're giving it to.
yeah, and I can call it after, like I can decide the next one after I don't have to say right now. I'm gonna do 3 for me, 2 for this person. I can.
You just have to say them before you roll,
Okay.
because you don't know how effective each one's going to be.
Cool. Alrighty. Balefire, are you also wounded?
Yeah, I'm going to 11.
Okay, cool. So I will start with you know what, we'll just go around. I'll start with me.
Balefire gives you permission to touch him if you need to. If it'll make this better.
I don't think I do.
Hmm.
Oh, just within 30 feet.
Yep. All right, so that's 8 to me, and then we'll go with Balefire.
So as
Oh,
Katsu
nice.
is digging, you start healing everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, sorry, I did not mean to hit one. Let me fix it. Sorry. There we go. And then we'll do Calgrod,
Thank you.
Schroeder,
Dinko.
Ward. You're hurting pretty good too, right?
I think he healed himself with some of his own magic. He doesn't
All
look
right.
well, he doesn't look wounded anymore. He's not at full, but
Katsu, are you hurting?
A little, although I'm feeling weak from the vampires as well.
Okay, so we'll do one for Katsu. Uh,
That's what. Is it?
and then we'll just go around again. One for me. Awesome. Balefire, Calgrod,
You?
uh, Schroeder, and
Hey, thank you.
last one for Katsu.
I think that was only.
That was all of them.
Yay, because you included Katsu. Yep.
Yep.
Yay, no longer visibly wounded.
That's nice.
all right.
That's
Well,
amazing.
so the time would pass. You're healing people, and
Right.
you would dig up a old wooden chest, Katsu, that looks like it is in kind of rough condition, but is still solid. It actually, does anyone have history?
Yes.
History might tell you something about this, and remember if you're at disadvantage.
I am not.
But you're from a different plane, right?
Yeah, I would only be able to tell like how old it is.
You think it's very old, but the style is also interesting because it looks like it is elven crafted, which might make sense given the bones.
Well, I do speak Sylvan if that makes a difference, but probably not.
There are some markings on the chest, but you believe they are just cosmetic, just kind of
Okay.
carvings in it. Look like actually being Sylvan, the symbols, the cosmetic symbols, do look like they are maybe Feywild symbols.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm from the Feywild.
Yeah, so you would guess that they are put on there to pay tribute to several of the higher profile Feywild families.
Ooh. What schools are they now that we're closer?
You
'Cause I
still
haven't
don't
been doing
see
anything else.
you still don't see the actual schools because it's from what's within the chest. The chest itself isn't magical,
Okay.
and you have to see the item to know the schools.
I'm down to open the chest.
If it's locked, let me know.
I will
I'm
attempt
good
to
at
open
opening
the.
things.
I will attempt to
Go ahead.
open the chest.
All right, so you open up the chest, and inside you would see several ivory tubes.
Hmm.
Are they all sealed?
Yes, all three are sealed. There are three of them.
And I'm still not getting schools.
No, you would guess that they are scrolls, and you would have to actually
Yeah.
see the scroll to know. I mean, if it's a scroll, it probably would depend on what the spell is on it.
Yeah.
So you usually could just read the scroll to get the information you want.
I just hope they don't automatically cast like that last scroll I found.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah, I'm going to, for a safety measure, step a little bit away from the party while I open these scrolls.
All right, fair enough. So you step back with your three ivory tubes to check on the scrolls.
Like a suicide bomber testing his own belt.
I mean, I am Miss Fireball, so
All right, so the first scroll that you open up is a scroll of protection from fiends.
From
Ooh.
fiends.
Yes, which isn't exactly a spell. It's a specialized scroll that I think when used gives you some kind of bonuses, and possibly a couple of people. I have to go check on the magical item, but it gives you some kind of bonuses if you are fighting against fiends, which I think
fiends.
include devils and demons are fiends generally. Those are the most common fiends. There are others.
That'd be very useful.
If we come across some strong demon or fiend,
Yeah, I
that
think
might
we've
be
come
worth
across a
saving.
couple fiends so far.
Well, if we face like a big demon or something really brutal, that might save us. Protection from fiends.
Yes, it could
The
come in handy.
anti-gas scroll.
What is the second one?
The
Scroll of
second.
lactose intolerance.
Wait, what did you think I said?
Beans.
Beans. Oh, that makes sense. So the second spell, when you open up the tube, is the clairvoyance spell.
Ooh, fancy.
I already know I'm going to butcher this word.
Clairvoyance?
Did I actually spell
spelling
that
it.
correct? No, I didn't. I didn't think I did. Okay. I wasn't that far off.
And the third is a scroll of enhanceability.
Hmm.
Fun.
Yeah. And that seems to
Awesome.
be all that's in there. These 3 scrolls.
Are there restrictions on what can be enhanced with that?
So the spell enhanceability is I think it's wizard and a couple of others. Let me see.
I
But-
could probably copy it
Their
to
strengths.
my book.
Yeah, I mean basically it's any of the ability scores. What it does is when you use it, you choose like a target, you cast it. Okay, so it's artificer, bard, cleric, druid, ranger, sorcerer, wizard. So it's pretty much everyone. But when you choose your target for an hour, if you continue to concentrate, that person is bolstered on checks involving that ability score, like skill checks or ability checks. So not saving throws or attacks.
That's
And,
still really good, though.
Yeah, and they would gain advantage on. Let's see. And each of the things also gives you if you choose Bear's Endurance, that gives you advantages on con checks, and you gain 2d6 temp hit points. Bull Strength, you have advantage on strength, and your carrying capacity is doubled. Cat's Grace is dex checks, and you don't take damage from 20 foot or less falls. Yada yada. So there's basically one for each of them.
Well, I'm definitely happy to pass out some scrolls to whoever can copy them. I'm trying to decide if clairvoyance or enhanced ability would be better for me.
You seem more like the clairvoyant type.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Did you want the enhance ability? And I'm
Well,
guessing the
it kind
protection
of
from
fits the
fiends would be
theme
good
of
for
what I'm
Nico.
doing so far. So,
Yeah.
which is casting buffs mostly on myself.
Who would want the protection from fiends?
That isn't one you can scribe. That one is a one-time use.
Who would
Anybody
like
can
to
use
hold
it?
on to it?
Is that anybody that can use it or just?
Yeah.
Here, let me take a look.
If you can read it, I'm pretty sure you can use it. Like that's like one of the main things about scrolls is more people can actually use them than could actually cast the spell.
Sorry, let me check up on the rules of that.
Yeah, I'll be handing the scroll of enhance ability to Ward.
Scroll of protection.
I mean, I can just bring anyone who wants it, the scroll after I'm done transcribing it. Probably gonna take a couple of hours.
Yeah, it'll take
Yeah,
some time, but
it's going to disappear after you scribe it anyway. So
Alright, so using an action to read the scroll encloses you an invisible barrier that extends from you to form a 5-foot radius, 10-foot high cylinder. For 5 minutes, the barrier prevents creatures of the specified type from entering or affecting anything within. The cylinder moves with you and remains centered on you. However, if you move in such a way that a creature of the specified type would be inside the cylinder, the effect ends. A creature can attempt to overcome the barrier. So basically, it's kind of like a force wall against those creatures.
hmm,
Yeah, but they can try to break through it using their actions. So it kind of gives you a temporary, like, almost zone of protection against them.
interesting.
yeah, that can be really useful.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so yeah, what do you all want to do?
So so how long has it been? Like 20 minutes to dig it out, and like 5 minutes, 25 minutes so far.
Yeah, probably say. I mean, at this point, it's probably around 2:30 after the exploring, coming here and doing that stuff.
Right, so I still have my beast sense. I'm going to ask Dija to go over that side of the wall and to crawl like 1 minute out and come back if it's still going down and watch what she's seeing over there.
Yeah, that's fine. So you would see this cave continues on into a new area. So basically, leaves the
Okay.
map.
All right, so she's coming back from here, and so there's an exit over there, guys. And I will tell her to do the same thing from. So we arrived from here, right? Where did we arrive from?
You came in basically from like back here. You came from this way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are sort of like random generated maps. I mean,
They're not.
random-ish.
Right. Right. So we came from here. So yeah. So well, there is this elven woman on the other side, elven ghost over there. I'm still pretty weak, so I'm kind of going to stay behind, guys. If you decide to go talk to her.
So, even in bad shape, we can chat with her, or we can pop a tent here and just do a full long rest. I'd like to use this place to, but we got to bury these things, tomorrow, and I've got some dead bodies in my hole that I'd rather, put the rest to. The family of the Mama Ghoul, they need to
Hmm.
be put the rest to, so we could handle all of that together here tomorrow.
Well, the only thing is that I'm not very comfortable to stay in a place where ghosts. I mean, I don't know if we kill ghosts if they are not going to come back. I mean, these banshees are elven ghosts, so I certainly don't want us to have to fight them again where we are still pretty weak.
Well, then we should maybe go rest and then come back.
Yeah, I think that's probably the wisest. But maybe we should talk to this ghost Elven because if she's still there, maybe she has some clue about how to put to rest these other creatures here.
I'm okay talking to her if you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
All right, no one's
Uh,
saying no, so
I'd send you.
Before you go, I'm gonna give you guidance.
Ooh,
All
I
right.
feel guided.
So you gain guidance before walking up there. As you turn the corner, she would see you and stand up, backing away slightly.
I'll say hello in Elven. Hello, I don't mean you any harm. I just want to talk.
She looks at you and says, I apologize for the actions of my corrupted kin. They have been affected by the magics of this place. Their spirits are unable to rest because of the corruption.
I understand, and I'm sympathetic to your loss there. We're trying to fix the situation. Um, we'd like to bless this resting place of these bodies here, but we're gonna have to return tomorrow to be better prepared to do that. But hopefully that would bring you some peace. Is there anything else that would help remove the taint from the area that you know of?
She looks to you for a moment. Give me a persuasion check, and you would be at advantage because of the, or disadvantage because of the wounds that you suffered.
Sorry, hang on, I'm gonna roll that again. There you go.
So she looks curiously for a moment and she says, "Why would you wish to help us? Your people came through many hundreds of years ago, or perhaps it's been thousands. I don't even know how long we've been here. But they are the ones who destroyed many of these ruins and, or many of the structures and temples down here, defiling the grounds. The priestesses of the Spider Queen and her kin. But you seem to wish to help us. Why is that?"
You're judging me for the actions of the distant kin of my father, and I'm not even from this plane of existence, or no, from I don't know. Sorry, I don't know the technical term here.
This
I'm not from this
world.
plane, this world. Um, but I follow a goddess of redemption, so I seek to right wrongs and give chances and stuff. So, um, you know, I don't know why I wouldn't try to help you.
She steps closer, kind of looking at you a little bit more closely, and she says, "You are right. You are not of this world." Her eyes widen a bit. She says, "You are an ally of the dragon."
Which dragon? There's a couple different dragons that I've met.
She looks you over and says, "I sense the essence of the great silver on you."
Ah, yeah, yeah. The silver dragon has guided me here to help remove the shadow lords who have taken magical items from my world here to cause problems on this world.
She nods. She says, "Back long ago when I lived, I was a priestess of the dragon's court. Those were very different times. I've never met the Great Silver, but I do recognize the magics, and he has blessed you. Well, I thank you for wanting to bring peace to this place. If you do have magics that can undo the defilement that those the Spider Queen priestesses put, I will be forever in your debt. It will finally let the souls of my kin and myself rest in peace."
Excellent. Happy to help. Um, my colleague has the holy ability to do that, but she must prepare. So we'll be leaving and hopefully coming back tomorrow and taking care of this for you.
She would nod, and she says, "If you cannot remove the defilements, if you could at least move the bones somewhere outside of it and put them into a proper grave, I think that would help."
Okay, how big is the bone pile?
It is fairly large. It would probably take you several hours to move and bury all these elves, or these bones.
Right. So, is there a location? So, asking in character, is there a location down here that would be safe for them, or do we need to go to the surface?
Uh, I mean, there's no graveyards down here that you know of, like no proper places to put them. But I mean, these are just caves, so
Well, I guess I'm not sure if the place that they need to be outside of is just this particular tunnel, or if it's the whole cave system.
so you all are kind of listening to this, I assume, because he's right there. Anyone with religion can make checks. You might know something.
Yeah, I'll be doing that.
You got this, team.
All right. So yeah, Schroeder, you think best case scenario they should be put into some sort of religious like graveyard or the equivalent of with the elves, which you might not be sure. Maybe that would be some kind of remembrance grove or something along those lines. But just removing them from the defiled area and burying them anywhere in the cave, you would think would put the souls to rest of the banshees and this ghost here.
Right.
Yeah, and
Well,
I'll
we could try loading them up into my hole, although I think that'll basically fill it up for the time being, but it'll make it easier for us to move them all somewhere else. Right?
yeah. If we
So,
can't clean the ground, then
yeah, so she would nod and she would say, "I appreciate you doing this. You are very kind to care about those who are not of your kin. It seems you've discovered the spoils that were hidden here already. Uh, I was going to say you could take them, but yes, feel free to take those scrolls with my blessing." All right, so what does the group want to do? Oh, and she would say, "My name is Avari Swiftwind, by the way," and she gives you a polite bow.
Pleasure. My name is Balefire. I'll bow. These are my companions. They can introduce themselves if they wish.
And she would give you all a nod. All right, so what is?
Nico will sit back.
So
Go
we'll
ahead.
load the bodies into the hole carefully, and then try to find some place that we can bury them, and maybe sanctify the ground or something like that.
Well, as I'm not sure if it was Calgrod who mentioned it, but you would need a more powerful spell than just ceremony
Mhm.
to fix this ground.
Right? No, I meant somewhere else
Yeah.
that isn't painted.
Yeah, I'm also a cleric, by the way. I have a holy symbol on my shield.
Oh,
But
right. You're part cleric. I always forget that.
yep, yep.
Yeah, you got cleric and ranger. All right. So, do you have religious training?
No,
No, it's more just the following than a study of the religions.
mystic more. Yep, it's
Yeah.
more like a
the
mystical one.
non-religious one has more
The,
religion than the two clerics.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We went over this last time. We don't need to touch on it again.
Yeah.
yeah.
You have different
If it was
pursuits.
if it was
Different
real life, that'd be different. But
different
Yeah,
religious
my,
pursuits.
my
Yep.
pursuit is knowledge.
Yeah.
All right, so you take some time using the portable hole to load up the bones. We'll say it probably takes about. It wouldn't take that long. Yeah, maybe like 10 minutes to get them all in there. And what do you want to do?
Well, it's back to Jean-Luc and get a long rest there, right?
Yep.
All right, so you are heading back to John Luke. And I need a d20 roll.
I got this.
You got this.
It's gonna be so
It's,
good.
I'm going at
Hey.
half. I'm going at half speed, by the way.
Yeah, you're a little bit wounded from that encounter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So, 16. All right. Oh, actually.
Uh-oh.
So, as you're traveling back, uh, you find a bit of, looks like rare cave mushrooms. I think
Ooh.
someone has nature, right?
1 second, maybe.
Is it Ward?
I have survival if that matters.
Oh, I
Yeah.
have survived.
Ward has it.
So yeah, Ward, with your training in nature, you would be able to identify these as fairly rare and often useful for potion craft, as well as some other nature crafts. If you want to spend some time to try to gather them.
You guys are okay with a few minutes to pick up some stuff?
Absolutely.
I will assist with that.
I will help with the survival
Yeah,
if need be.
you can use survival or nature or yeah, probably survival or nature. I don't know if alchemy would do you much good for plant-based stuff.
And nat 20.
Schroeder's on it. All right. So give me Schroeder. Give me a 3d6 roll.
Yeah.
Okay. So you managed to scrounge up about 100 gold pieces worth of rare mushrooms.
Did you want to hold on to that, Ward?
That's okay. You probably
These
are used
can
to
either
carry all
be
this.
yeah, these can either be turned into nature components, or you can make them directly into healing potions at their current value. But either would require herbalism or alchemy.
I have alchemy.
Okay. So you continue traveling from there, getting back to the base at around. Let's see, that was probably about an hour, and you stop for the mushroom, so probably around 4 o'clock. The hobgoblins welcome you back, lowering the drawbridge and letting you come in. It seems like the place is still secure. Jean-Luc is there. He greets you. He says, were you able to disable what you needed to do in the ruins?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. Look. Everything. So that means that the influence of Malek has been lessened, right? Until he's putting them back again.
He nods. He says, that is the hope. I'm Well, he seems to be close to the vault. I'm not sure what he's doing there, but that's. I think that's what we had established, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's. We need
Mm-hmm.
a reinforcement to kind of approach the vault because he's got a lot of protection around. So we need hobgoblins and maybe other people too.
He says, "Well, you all look a bit wounded. If you wish, we can rest a night to give you a chance to heal up, or we can make our way out right now to go and look for the reinforcements."
Yeah, night would be welcome, and then we can go get our card.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to attempt to rest. Fair enough. So, during the rest, is anyone doing anything, or are we just passing time? Did you want to do any RP or work on anything?
If there is time until we can short or long rest, I'll just change component essences into components.
Which essences?
Whatever I have time for. I have 100 GP of Mind Flayer, 140 of Vampire, and 60 of Banshee.
All right. So the Banshee and the Vampire both become religious. So why don't you give me a alchemy roll for those?
Yeah, and without the modifier this time, since it's messing up, I guess.
Yeah, it would just be the +9 total. Okay. So you would go ahead and convert those to half the value.
Okay. And that was vampire and banshee, so it's 100 total.
Yeah, so you have 100 more gold pieces of religious components. What about Calgrod? Are you doing anything during this time?
I will have to catch up on my class training, so
Alright, so
that's all I do.
you work on your class training. Balefire, what about you?
Yeah, class training.
Ward, anything?
I transcribe my spell.
Alright, so that will require inks. Do you have the inks for that?
Yes.
Alright, so I think it takes an hour per level and 50 gold pieces per level and 1 page per level. Is that right?
Yeah, so I'm basically out of it, and it's the second level one.
Okay, so you use your inks and spend the time in the cave to get that all taken care of. What about you, Katsu? Are you muted?
Yes, just training.
This training. Nico, anything?
Yeah, Nico will take the laces that I took off of that was a dead vampire and make a little bit of a charm with some of the snake teeth with it.
Alright, you make a little charm for yourself.
Yep.
Alright, well, the time would pass without issue, so go ahead and do a full rest. You guys that were working on your stuff would have no issues with that. And it is now the 3rd of winter at 7 a.m. when you finish the long rest.
You get to recover 1 level of exhaustion.
Yes, 1 level of exhaustion, your hit points, half your hit dice, and I think, and of course, whatever powers, spells, all that.
It's good to have above 3rd level spell slots again.
My hit point maximum goes back to normal, right?
Yes, you would recover the hit point loss you took from the vampires.
No longer at 69 HP.
So, your hobgoblin friends would report that there were more of those strange shadow snakes in the area, but they just avoided them. And Jean-Luc would nod and say, well, as long as they are not still nearby, we can probably move on. Are you ready to head up topside?
Yeah, let's go to the... Is that the cathedral? Where they are anchored down?
Yes, we don't have to go all the way back to the keep. There is a way up into the sewer system nearby. I can show you.
Let's avoid any future banshees. These things are really dangerous.
He
So
would.
I
Elven
think Nico might want to cook breakfast.
Yeah, I forgot to make food for everyone last night, so I'll just do it this morning.
Okay.
And
I
while
thought
she's
Katsu
doing
was the
that,
cook.
Katsu's the cook, but I create food and water for
Oh, with your
Jean-Luc
spell.
guys to keep them cooperating with us.
Well, if you wanted to do that last night to feed everyone, that's fine. Because as long as you still had the spell slots for it.
I did. I had 2 spell slots for that. I could have made so much food. We could have
Okay.
feasted.
So yeah, the group, since she would use her spell, the group doesn't have to worry about food for the evening from last night.
Okay.
And you
Cool.
feed the hobgoblins too, right? You said you had enough for all of them, so
Yeah.
everyone is
I'll just
well
cast
fed.
twice and no one has to use rations.
Yeah. Luckily, there were no encounters after that. But anyway, why don't we do a quick 5-minute break for stretching and bathroom, and we'll
Yeah.
come back after that.
oh, I'm definitely not moving. I hurt too much.
Well, you're welcome to just sit here.
There's a bag of popcorn in a microwave with my name on it.
That sounds good.
Yeah, I pinched something in my back, so I haven't been great. But I
Well, I
might.
went to an EDM concert 2 nights ago and 3 nights ago, and last night we hosted a party here.
Nice.
All right, I'll be back.
So with all of my spells not working, I figured out that it was because they kept like doubling up on my main character sheet, so I had removed them, and then they weren't working from my spell sheet.
Hmm.
So I'll add them back. Hopefully this time I won't end up with 3 copies of every spell on my main sheet after a couple weeks.
Yeah, I know once I get back home from this trip, I'm gonna have to update my Beyond character sheet.
Did we ever post a link to a Beyond campaign? I know Balefire had mentioned that because he has all of the books, but
Yeah, I posted. I'll post it again. Let me go grab it for you.
all right, no rush or anything. I just figure maybe I'll have a bit of better luck there than roll
Yeah,
20 like me.
I'll do that right now. There's only one character in there right now. And then there's two, one other one besides me. Um, all right, look in the main chat channel.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. So, is everyone back?
Mhm.
Oh, was the group meeting to bury those bodies last night, or were you going to put them somewhere else?
It would have to wait till after the long rest. Sorry, just took a mouthful of popcorn.
For you to say the prayer, we could still go through the effort of burying the bodies, right?
Mhm. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know. I mean,
absolutely.
So for, I mean, are we just burying them, or are we doing a ceremony?
same. I think we can bury them, and then in the morning you can say the prayer to sanctify it, right?
Sure.
All right.
I mean,
So
I don't know. That would
maybe. Oh, go ahead.
do.
I was going to say maybe like Katsu and some of the other stronger people could be digging holes during the night or something.
Yeah, that way we have the holes ready for the morning. Then that would work, right?
Sure.
All right. So
Well,
you.
the hobgoblins are keeping watch, right? We don't need to keep watch. The
Yeah.
hobgoblins are doing
So
that.
the hobgoblin forces are watching the edges of the caves, like where the entryways are. I assume the group is probably taking its own watches, but you do have several hours from when you get back that you could have dug some holes
Okay.
because it was still the middle of the day. So yeah, we can say that the group dug some holes, put some effort in for that, and in the morning you're gonna use your spell slot to give them all a proper burial.
Awesome. Also, if anyone wants to get married, I can do that.
Kara looks around nervously.
So with all the bodies, you may have to use a couple of ceremony spells to get them all.
I mean, if we've got time, I would love to ritual cast it.
Oh, is there a ritual? Can I see ceremony real quick?
Absolutely, yep.
All right.
It says
So
ritual on my page.
yeah, no, it. I think it is ritual cast. You can do it as a ritual. It just would take a few hours, and you would have to do 25 gold pieces of components for each one. I'll say to bury all the elves, you would have to do it 3 times with ritual.
Okay.
We also have a big one in the family.
Yeah, is the components to silver worth equal?
Yeah, so you could spend components instead of the silver.
Yeah, then I'm totally fine just using the 100 religious components I just got for that.
All right, so you're gonna spend 3 hours and do that.
Yes, please.
All right, so in the morning you bring the bones and lay them out and do the ritual of your god to give them a send off into the afterlife.
Lots of thunder in the thing.
Lots of thunder and chanting. I'll say that you all feel good about putting these elves to a peaceful rest and would probably get an inspiration point each.
Nice.
Who needs religion? Or to be proficient in it?
Hmm. Nico, you can definitely hold on to the last 25 worth of that in case we need to do that again at some point.
Okay. Well, with this, I mean, if anyone wants to get married.
Keep pushing for everyone to get married. Nico doesn't want you all
Marriage.
to be in sin.
There are actual benefits to it, though.
That's true. I think you do have some benefits to being married, but
Yeah.
On
I
your
don't know.
taxes.
you get tax write-offs and dependents and all that stuff. I think for 7 days you get a +2 bonus to AC while you're close to each other.
Yeah.
So all you have to do is get married, get a divorce, and get remarried every 7
No, it
days.
says you can only benefit again if you're widowed.
So you gotta get married, then kill your partner, then get married again.
Oh, there you go, Bellfire.
Well, you can marry to a species that lives only 7 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So just so we're clear, we buried Big Mama's family too, right?
Oh, did you bury them as well?
I think so.
Oh, okay.
We did.
So, um, yeah, okay, because I can't remember if she asked you to bury them on the surface or not, but we can say, did you just bury them in the cave where the hobgoblins are in the lair?
Deferring to the religious people. I mean, well, I'm not trying to like. Balefire is trying to do things properly. Say it that way.
I'm gonna say I
Uh,
think she asked you to bury them up top in
Okay,
Isik,
then
because that's where
we'll
they
keep them
came
in the
from.
bag then.
and there we go. That's the
But
25 extra.
the elves were fine being buried down here.
Okay. Well, thank you for the extra components.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so it's probably a little bit later then if you spent the morning doing your rituals. Let's see, it'd probably be around 11 at this point. Jean Luc isn't super happy we spent so much time on this, but he's okay with it. He says, all right, are we ready to head to the surface now?
He would be talking to his howl already.
Yeah. So he is going to leave some of his people behind to watch the lair and bring the rest of you north a bit through the caves. Give me a d20 roll.
Hmm.
14. So you have a pretty quiet trip. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes you about another hour to get to where he wanted to get to. Then you see there's an area of the cave that's kind of broken, and it looks like it climbs up into a familiar looking area. That is stoneworked. So give me a moment here to change maps.
So we are like 2 levels under the city, right? Because we are in the under cave.
Yeah.
And there is like the tunnels. Okay.
Yes,
So we're
exactly.
not going back. We're not going back by Caron's place. He's not leading
No,
us in that direction. Right.
no, it doesn't look like it. You could go that way, but it'll take a much longer time. So I don't know if you want to ask him to go back that way, but he says that this is a quicker way to get back to the surface.
But I am certainly mapping the path we are taking.
Yeah, that's fine. So he says we have to be cautious moving through here. I believe there are spirits in the area. Maybe some of those banshees you encountered down below, but I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, let's try to avoid Elven grounds if we can. Um, is there a way to like to identify this the presence of these banshees, or uh, why do you say that? Because you met some over there?
Well, my scouts, when we moved through this place last time, there were they had seen some of the spirits moving through the side hallways. We avoided them
Oh,
and just continued past, but it
right,
is not completely safe.
right,
So just be cautious.
yeah. Guide us well.
Right, so you follow some of these old ruined areas, and this does look a lot like the style of the area that you saw earlier, and I think the group avoided it.
Mm-hmm.
Are we supposed to be on this map?
Yeah, you're coming in at the bottom here.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's the one we totally avoided. We ran away from them. Oh, that's where they're coming. Okay. Ah. Yeah, so we know that. Yeah, okay. Well, is
So,
that normal that we see the whole thing? No.
well, you should see the
We
parts that you had mapped out already.
okay. So we know like here, Banshee, we were like hunkered down here,
Yeah,
and
you're
we saw a bunch of Banshee here, here, and here.
you're basically coming into the map in a new part of it, but uh,
Okay.
and I don't think your characters would know it's connected, but you might figure it out when you start to see these hallways that look familiar. So you would get to hear. He
Uh-huh.
would say, "Avoid the that door over there. It is some sort of burial chamber, and I would guess that if we go in there, we would be attacked. Let us head north this way and try to remain quiet."
Okay.
Stealth mode
So
on.
let's keep it quiet. Yeah, so this is probably the way to go here. I see. Yeah.
Balefire, what is your passive perception again?
17.
Alright, so you think you hear some kind of low moaning coming from the turn up ahead over here.
Right. I'll warn the group about that.
I we have to go through. We are going to try everybody to help them being silent.
Yeah, we need to go into stealth mode now.
Balefire, give me a stealth check.
Thing.
Actually, everyone give me a stealth check.
I'm gonna give myself guidance if that's all right.
So Jean-Luc sighs and he says, they're closer than I thought. And he whispers to his hobgoblins, "Go back to the fort. I don't want to risk you here." And they nod and head back. Alright, so stealth checks. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, you guys do really well. Alright, so you're all
Yeah.
very quiet as you're coming down the hallway. Go ahead and move yourselves. Schroeder, you have a light out, huh?
I think there are 2 lights out at the moment.
Is my shield lit up or no?
So I'll say that the creature
Probably.
that you see here is kind of floating down this way. It does not hear the group, so you're good for now. Go ahead and move yourselves following Balefire.
If someone wants to just drag me along, I can cover up my light.
It's it's
Hold my hand.
Yep.
Hold my hand, Schroeder. I know
Are
we're
we
not
putting out
getting
my
married.
shield too?
Yeah, sure.
He says, he'll say, "Lights out."
Okay.
I assume you're just dousing your lantern. You're not leaving it back here.
Oh, no, it's not a lantern. It's the gem. I'm just covering it.
Yeah, you're just dousing it for now. That's fine. So you're moving north along the hallway. Balefire, you're hearing some noises coming from this way, but so far you don't see anything. Jean-Luc would point north and motion for you to go that way.
Make the gestures and stuff.
And I'll just let you move me, DM, since I
Oh.
can't tell where Calgrod is.
I'm trying to. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Can you attach a token to another?
I wish you
Loop?
could. No, I don't think you can.
Oh man.
If someone could
But
move,
actually, if you guys just keep going north from there, you're fine. Just keep pressing up. As you kind of move quietly, stumbling a little bit through the dark. I need one more set of stealth checks.
Yeah. Right.
Hey.
ooh,
Oof. Well, Nico.
Right.
it's not a nat one though.
No. But you all can cover for each other because you're not moving close enough to them to not be able to. So yeah, you guys go north. Actually, Jean-Luc does something to the wall here, presses one of the panels in, and you're able to go through, getting to the other side.
Always something nice about trick doors.
Yeah.
Alright, so if you move up here, I can put you through the wall there. So I assume, luckily, yeah, you did not attract the attention of the Banshees, and you make it through to this other area, which does look like the sewer that you were in last time. He closes the panel and says, "Alright, we should be safe here." I don't think the Banshees...
Banshees are very dangerous. We kind of started to explore that area, and then we decided to turn back because we saw a lot of them.
He says, "Yes, my scouts have told me there are many elven spirits in the tunnels and these ruins below that are seem to be at unrest. So we've been avoiding them for the most part. This way," he says, and he kind of tells you to come down the hallway this way.
Okay.
And as you get to about here, hang on a second, it's not revealed, but there is a pit.
I think we... Oh, yeah.
He looks at it and says, "What happened? We put boards across it, but they are gone."
Uh-oh.
So it is a
So in
10-foot
that
pit.
area, there were Bodax and Golem patrolling the area on the south. So I see the door here. Is the door closed?
That door is closed, yeah. So I don't think you all have been to this area of the sewer yet.
No, we haven't been, but I remember the golem walking up to in these corridors over there.
Yeah, so the golem used this door here.
Yes, he used that
Yeah.
door here. Yeah.
You don't think it has come through this door. But he would point at the water here, and he says, the way to the surface is just north of that grate. There is another grate we can open up to climb out. So we can avoid this golem that you're talking about. We did not see it up here.
So we can,
be able to jump over this hole, right? Most of us?
As long as you have a strength score of 11 or over, you can make the jump.
Alright, I've got 11, so I'm...
Katsu.
I'm coming. Jesus Christ.
Thank you.
We have light on.
Yeah, further you can put your light on again, I think.
Yes,
Good now.
Alright.
you should be safe.
Can someone light up
can
my
see.
candle, please?
Where'd you guys go?
Where is Katsu? Where is no Katsu is there? Where is Schroeder? We're missing Schroeder, guys.
Oh, did I leave
He's
Schroeder
on the
down
other
there?
side of the wall.
Yeah, I don't know where you guys went.
Hang on, I'll move you up here.
I would have guided her.
Yeah, that's fine. She's up here.
Are we saying that my
Yeah.
shield is set up too?
Well, I can swear I don't have a deal with the Banshee to feed them a Schroeder.
Hang on, let me fix your token. Why is it all weird like that?
Yes, it
I
looks
don't
like
know. It
it
happened
looks
when
like
you
your
moved to me.
portrait.
There you go. Alright,
Sorry,
so you're getting Katsu to jump Schroeder over. And does everyone else have a way to get across?
I'm going to climb with Dija,
Running
but
long jump.
I'm going to be going last, making sure everybody goes first.
Okay. Yeah, I think you have a climb speed, don't you, Calgrod?
I do.
Alright.
I do.
Alright, so Yeah, as long as you have an 11 or over strength, you can jump it. Even if you have
Sorry.
a less than 11, you can attempt to jump, but you'll have to grab the edge, which would require some athletics.
Yo, Katsu, catch me.
Sure.
All right, so
Let's
Katsu's going to
go.
help Ward across. Ward, give me an athletics check. And actually, Katsu can help, so both of you give me athletics. And I'm going to do the same thing for Schroeder. Katsu can make an
Oh,
athletics
wow.
check to get you across. Alright, so Katsu
Yeah.
easily gets Ward across, and roll one for Schroeder. Yeah, so you easily help them both get across.
We are rocking the world here.
Yep. He says, I'm going to have to find another board, or boards to put across that. Don't want to have to jump set every time we move past. Alright, this way, he says.
So is that
Motioning.
another pit that the under cave?
He says, "Oh, I don't know. We didn't really explore it, but it is a decent fall." He says, "I believe it's about 50 feet down, but it looks like it does go into the caves below, so probably."
No, sorry, yeah, okay.
Did he say he said north?
Yeah, he said
Yeah.
up this way. And yes, you do see a grate up here that he kind of moves aside, allowing you all to climb up onto the street.
Ooh.
So you are. I'm going to delete your tokens at this point because I assume you're all going up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so you make it back up to the streets of Isik.
Oh wow, it's been a while.
It has been a while. So you are over here, I believe. And it is daytime.
Sorry, where on the map are we?
You are here.
Ah, gotcha. Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, it's daylight, usual foggy Isik that you remember. But you don't see any ghouls or enemies in the area, so that's good. It's about afternoon, you would guess, by the position of the kind of foggy sun in the sky that you can't see very well. Jean-Luc would say, to get to the cathedral, we need to move west across town. There's a bridge we can use, but we should keep an eye out for ghouls and other enemies.
The cathedral is not in the keep.
No, it is west of
Okay.
the keep.
Alright, so keep an eye for the vultures and revenants.
All right. Are you trying to move normal speed, quickly, or stealthy, slowly?
I think stealthy is the best way for us, right? Are you guys okay with that?
Sure.
Yeah, it'd be the best unless we get caught, obviously.
All right,
Yeah,
so give
but,
me a group of 6 stealth checks, and I'll take the top 3
Alright.
as you carefully make your way across the city.
Alright, come on. Yes.
Oh, that's pretty good. Balefire, you're at advantage. So
Yep.
26, 26, 21. All right, so using the help of your specialists, the group slowly and carefully begins to make its way across the city.
There's a church right there.
Yeah, you see
Oh,
an
that's not a
old
cathedral.
cathedral or old church to the south. It's not as big as the cathedral, but yeah, it
Is there a
doesn't.
cemetery there?
There is actually. To the side of the church, you see a small cemetery.
Hey guys, can we see if we can bury Big Mama's family here?
Oh yeah, that's a very good idea.
Jean-Luc says, Barry, right now we're busy. You people and you're burying everyone. We need to get to speak to our allies. We can bury them later.
All right, fair enough.
Well, I mean, we promised them. I mean, we didn't promise anything, but we should let them to rest. I mean, a little bit of good here will not will go a long way into this situation, Jean-Luc.
Well,
Well,
if we
if we're
find a
meeting
safe
them,
spot,
If we're meeting our allies at the cathedral, we can bury them there.
That's a good
We'll worry
point.
about the bodies later. It's on our to-do list. The bodies are safe.
If we keep
So
trying to
Yeah.
keep
bury
going.
everyone, we'll have to be burying ourselves along with them. We're going to get ourselves killed.
Okay, and the cathedral probably has a cemetery too, right?
He
Yes.
nods. He says, "Yes, there is a place there. It's probably safer there as well. So I think that is what we
Right,
should do.
right.
If we must
Let's
bury
keep
these
going.
people."
Let's keep going.
All right. So
Good call, Schroeder.
you continue moving across the city. You get to a point where there is some open area. Actually, you can see a little bit better here. And you think you see a group of ghouls inhabiting a nearby house, which I will
Aw.
put on the map here. Over here.
I'm just settling down.
Otherwise, it's pretty clear. But to continue going west, you will have to go across open ground, and they'll most likely see you and probably attack. It's hard to say how many are in that house, but you would believe. I think your highest perception is, was it 17? Passive 18. So you'd guess that there are at least 10, possibly more.
What if we walk kind of in the same manner that they walk?
I mean, try to pretend to be ghouls?
Do you
Yeah.
have the swollen tongue that goes with it? Like their tongue goes out of their mouth like completely swollen.
Well, maybe they won't
Starting
look
to-
that close.
Starting to remind me of Shaun of the Dead. If you ever seen that movie.
Yeah, I think
Alright.
that's what Nico's going.
It's time to act like
really
ghouls, guys.
Really quickly, I'm actually gonna have to head out here due to some complications, but feel free to
Sorry.
finish today's session without me, or if someone wants to take over my
Yeah,
character for the end of it.
we can put you in the background. That's fine. Hope everything's okay.
Alright. Yeah, it's all good. I'll send you my my vote right now.
All right, that's fine. Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Let's try to avoid them if we can. If we go south and cross here, maybe we have a better chance to kind of avoid
You
the
guys
ghouls.
have a great week.
You too.
Yeah,
All right, take care.
get better.
Stay
Get
safe.
better.
Yeah.
Bye.
All right, so you're gonna try to kind of head south, keeping to the houses as cover.
Yeah, unless we see there's a better chance from the trees, but depend if either south or north based on what we see is the best chance to keep cover and stay stealthed.
All right. So you know the keep is to the north, and at least
Oh, yeah,
last
so
time
we don't get-
last time you were close, you know there were a lot of ghouls around the keep.
yeah, so we want to go first. Okay, all right.
All
Yeah,
right.
because there's a dragon, shadow dragon. We know also is hunting around the keep.
Yes, usually at nighttime it comes out.
Right.
All right, so you're gonna stealth south, moving this way. You
Then
get
crossing.
to this point down here, and there are some more ghouls, but this time they are south of you. Give me another set of stealth checks.
Aye, let's keep it up, folks.
You see they're in this house next to the one down here.
Bad. Aye, Katsu, we're helping. Nico, 0.
Yep. There's my not one.
All right. So
0 for stealth.
Ward, you
16.
need to save us.
Save us, Ward.
Save us, Ward, because...
Oh, you did. You got 16, 29, and 22.
Oh, yeah.
So actually, those are pretty good rolls.
Nice.
Alright, so you're going to make your way across this way?
Yeah.
Alright, so luckily the ghouls do not notice you, because you're still fairly quiet. Where do you want to go from here?
Continue west. Is that like a swamp or what is on the
It's
other
kind
side
of an
of it?
open field. It's the grass is dying, but there's still it's still kind of alive. It is out in the open, so there's a chance you'll be noticed by the ghouls to the north, unless you want to try to like swing south using the houses.
Yeah. Maybe use houses, yes.
All right.
Ah.
So you're coming down this way.
Just have Schroeder cast Fireball on the house.
Oh, here I go. We get to the river.
Alright, so as you get to here, you notice there are what appear to be a group of 5 revenants down here. You're not sure what they're doing. They don't look like they're guarding. They almost look like they're discussing something, but they're very far in the distance, so it's hard to see exactly what they're doing. They don't seem to have noticed you. You want to just keep going?
We haven't really figured out who the ravens are working with, right?
It seems. Actually, I don't
may-
know.
it-
Have you gotten? I think you got into a few fights with them.
Yeah, but they were basically when we did the ritual in the first bone claw that we killed. I can't remember his name, but the bad guy, the first bad guy before we met Karen. Maybe they're working for him,
Yeah, I
but
don't
we
know
haven't
if
seen him
you've.
again.
You don't know if you've figured out exactly. It would seem that they could be working with the Alhun though, because they did attack when you were doing that ritual.
That's true.
That
Yep,
ritual.
that is true.
So
Right,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
so
hard
let's
to say.
say- Let's stay sneaky up to here.
So you continue being sneaky, and you get to the river. Jean-Luc says, if we follow the river north, we should hit the bridge.
Alright, well let's do that.
All right.
Alright, so you're heading north along the river.
There's a big quadra here. Jeez, what happened?
Characters that like to swim in dangerous waters, right?
What?
Well,
Aw.
We already lost the genius characters that wanted to swim.
Well, this river isn't. It's big, but it doesn't look like it's as deep as the lake for sure.
That's fine. I'm not suggesting that we swim.
I don't have a.
We could
Green
fly.
boat.
Well, you did have, you had a couple who liked to fly, and then the one who just decided to swim across while they were flying, which didn't turn out so well.
So we'll keep going north along the river.
Yeah, so as you get to about this point, you notice, if you have a 16 or over in perception, you notice someone in the building here watching you, and as you see them, they quickly duck into the shadows.
Somebody spotted us
Which
in that
building?
house. Right there.
This one
Is
right
there-
next to you. The old ruined
is it-
house here.
I'll go after them real quick.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Alright, so the group's gonna go into the building.
Yeah.
Yep.
How far
Yeah,
is it?
It's-
It's probably about 50-ish feet from you, the building here.
I saw somebody behind that window over there, and then they saw us, so they ducked.
Go around back. You guys go in the front.
Okay.
And just because
Alright.
Balefire's fast enough, he can move a lot faster than the party can. So he'll run around back.
Yeah, at least for short distances.
Right.
So Balefire quickly makes his way around back, trying to remain stealthy as the rest of the group comes in through the front. As you enter the building,
Was the window the first floor or the ground floor? On the second floor? First floor, second floor? What
You saw the person on the first floor, whoever it was.
on the first floor? Right. So I'm pointing to the window where we saw the person. Maybe we can have one of us go over there.
I'll go.
Right.
Nico will go that way.
All right. So you're kind of splitting up a little. Who's going in through the front door? Just the rest of the group?
Is there the
Ward is gonna
window on...
stay on the peripheral and stay hidden and just look from the outside if something moves on the outside side of the building.
All right.
Alright.
Go ahead and
And-
give me a stealth check for that. All right. And so who was going in through the door?
So is there the window above the entrance door on the second floor?
Yeah, there is a second floor and there are some windows up there.
Alright, so Dija and I'm going to climb the wall and with Dija and kind of take a look at the closest window above the entrance door and kind of signal to Shoulder and Katsu at that point to kind of hold at the entrance door. So we have Nico on the window where I saw somebody. We have Ward on the other side, Bellfire on the back, and I'm trying to see if there's anybody on behind that window on the second floor.
All right. So Balefire is coming in stealthy. So go ahead and give me a stealth check. Calgrod, as you climb up to the second floor, are you trying to be stealthy as well?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
All right. Oh no! It was so good, and then it went by the wayside.
All
It
right.
was like a 14.
So as you get up the stairs, you look in the window for a moment, trying to be stealthy. What's your AC?
Oh
I
no.
see. I don't have my shield, so it's 16.
All right. So yeah, you're kind of looking in and being quiet, or at least you thought you were being quiet, and a big arm suddenly just comes through the window and grabs you and pulls you inside, and one of the revenants standing at about 6'6". This is probably the tallest revenant you've seen so far. Big muscular arms, big crossbow slung across his back. He looks down at you, and he says, "No sneaking up on me, little one. What do you want?"
Well, hi. My name is Calgrod, and I'm kind of lost. I saw somebody at the window, so I thought I would come to ask a few questions.
Calgrod. I think I've seen you and your people moving through the city. The name's Zutan. So at this point, and go ahead.
Am I intruding?
He says, "Well, I don't appreciate people sneaking into my house." And as this conversation is going on, I'll say that Balefire, since you came in through the back, you'd be the first one kind of sneaking up the stairs. You would see this huge revenant standing over your buddy Calgrod, just like holding him by his collar, basically. It doesn't seem like he's attacked him. Looks like they're talking.
And my spider is kind of holding right now because clearly. So he grabbed me through the window.
Yeah, so he was, you would guess, like hiding next to the window and maybe heard you kind of climbing nearby.
So that means that it's likely that the one, so Schroeder and Katsu have probably seen me like being like hold up the window, right?
Yeah, they were kind of hiding outside underneath, so they may have seen you suddenly like disappear
Right.
into the window because they were underneath you, not back.
Right.
So
I
yeah,
went to
they
see
may
if
have
I
heard something at least anyway.
So I'm just saying. Well, I'm so sorry, Mister. I did not intend to intrude on your home. I didn't know. I thought all these houses were inhabited, and I'm trying to listen if I hear any of the others doing anything like trying to break in or something like that. I'm trying to distract him while he's holding me.
Yeah.
This whole time, Nico probably would have been trying to just walk in the front door to see whoever was inside.
All right. So maybe a couple of you are downstairs. Balefire is upstairs, like kind of watching from behind. He would say,
Freeway.
"Sorry, what?"
He's watching from the shadows while this goes on.
Yeah. Uh, he would say, "What are you doing in Isik? This place isn't exactly in any condition to have visitors. You must have a
It's a
purpose
long
for being
story.
here."
Do you want me to kind of? It's not very comfortable with you holding my shot like that, but I can tell you the story. It involves a 13th cataclysm. It's a very interesting story, you know.
He says, "Keep your weapons away," and he drops you.
Yep.
Or
And
he
this,
doesn't. He
I'm
doesn't
kind of
drop you. He
holding my
just
hand.
puts you down.
So I'm holding my hands out, and I say, "Well, this is my spider. She's not going to do anything to you. Sorry for intruding in your house."
He says, "Yeah, it's been a good place to keep my head down." He says, "Who's as I said, what brought you here? Why are you in the city?
So,
It's been a while
so
since
have
I've
you
seen
heard?
anyone living here."
You've heard about the 13th cataclysm, right?
He
What
looks at you
what's
and
your
he says, I vaguely know a little bit about the cataclysms, but not much."
Well, there were these items that were called now as a player I don't remember. I think you called them perfect or the name of the magic items that alone. I don't remember the name just out
Are you
of my head
talking
right
about the
now.
vault keys?
No. The items, the people from the 13th Cataclysm,
Oh, the constants?
constant item. So I'm starting to kind of give him a dissertation about the constant items and the search for them, and that I found clues that maybe some of them are hidden somewhere in Isek, but because Isek has been ruined, I'm kind of careful because there are dangerous people around here. So I'm just trying to kind of keep him busy, but talking and talking and talking.
So as you're talking, he says, "Where are the rest of your friends?" And he kind of turns around looking towards the stairwell.
My friends, Gigi, come in.
At this point, you guys downstairs would have heard the talking, and I assume you're kind of making your way up there.
Balefire will announce his presence very coyly, not snake-like, and say, "Just listening in." Doesn't have his weapon out or anything like that.
Yeah. So he turns, sees you there. He says, "Oh, it's two of you. What about the
Yeah, this is
rest?"
my friend. This is my friend from another world. I can tell you his story too. It's really interesting too.
He says,
And so I'm using my story to really like put stuff in it. Is he kind of interested, or he seems like more curious about?
so
eh,
what's your insight? Or give me an insight check.
Uh, right.
He's less interested in your story and more interested in the location of your allies right now. Because you remember he did
Okay.
see all six of you,
Yeah.
or actually seven of
So
you, going through the next to the river.
so
So he's kind of looking
I'll,
around cautiously as you talk,
I'll
paying
tell
more
him. Okay.
attention.
Okay. Okay. So you've been very kind to me, and I'm going to call them all. So this is Balefire, my friend from another world, uh, and then I'm calling Nico.
Yeah, Nico will come up, but Nico basically lives with the hammer in her hand and her shield out, so
So as
it's not an
he
yeah.
sees you come up with your weapon in hand, he puts his hand to his crossbow and says, "Stow it," motioning to
Nico,
the
yeah,
Nico
hammer in your hand.
we're
Nico's just
fine,
enough
Nico.
Brett Halbrod.
We're fine, Nico.
Sorry?
We're fine. You didn't hurt me.
All right, fine.
We are
Then
fine.
Nico will put it away.
So as you put
Has
your hammer to your back, he kind of relaxes a bit, and
and and then I'm calling, and this is Katsu. So Nico and Katsu, we met here. They are travelers like us.
do you reveal yourself, Katsu? Do you come up the stairs?
Yeah, I will. I don't know if I can easily store my glaive, but I will.
All right, you put it on your
Yes.
back. And what about Ward? Are you
And then
revealing
I'm calling
yourself?
Ward, and yeah, and then after they kind of, it's like the dwarf in Lord of the Ring, and this is
Announcing your party, yeah.
and this is yeah, exactly,
Katsu,
and this is
Nico,
Ward,
Ward, Balefire,
Yeah,
and
seeing that
this is
everybody's
Keely,
walking
Jean
in.
Luc. Yeah, just
and this is
announcing one after
Schroeder.
another. Schroeder. All right, so he would look at Katsu and he would say, "That is a large weapon for someone so small."
You should see what she's carrying.
But don't. Uh, in any case, what are you all doing in Isik? You were seeking some sort of item, he says curiously.
Yeah, yeah, the constant items. I mean, we all came differently. We just met together, and so it's a ragtag group that we've been trying to find these constant items. Have you heard about them?
No, he says, although it seems like a lot of people are showing up these days. He looks to
Yeah.
Jean Luc. He says, I recognize this one. Him and his group came. I've been in the city for about a week. Where are the rest of your friends? And Jean Luc says, they did not. They did not make it, unfortunately. I am the only survivor. He would nod and say, well, they.
What is your name?
I said my name is Zutan.
Zuta. Zuta.
Yeah. I suppose I didn't introduce myself to the rest of you, though. He turns and says, I am Zutan, I was a fortune hunter long ago before, well, my luck came to an end in this place. And I've been sort of stuck here under the command of the Alhoun, though luckily I have been able to resist their commands so far.
Hmm.
He says,
Oh,
unlike
so
many
they
of the other revenants who are bound to them.
so they bond you. Huh? Are they bond your friends, or have you met the other revenants before, or have they been brought to Isaac by the powers here?
He says, no, most of the revenants here were here long before me. In fact, when I was still human, I had encountered them wandering the city, much like you've probably seen. Though, unlike them, I am not under the command of the Alhoun. Whatever powers affected me, I was spared being made a thrall. So I've been keeping my head down and trying to avoid the Alhoun, lest they figure out what I am and try to capture me along with the others.
Well, Zutan, it's a pleasure to meet you, even in your current state.
He says, it's good to meet you as well. I don't suppose you've wandered into any of the shadow crystals.
It's new to me.
He
I
says there
don't
are.
think we have heard about shadow crystals. So as players, just looking around to the others, does that name seems to be ringing a bell to anybody?
Well, we have the crystal from the mother ghoul, but I don't think that's it.
I don't. Do you think it's a shadow crystal?
I'll just put it out and show it to him.
He shakes his head. He says, no, that's not it. If you did have any, I would be unable to see them anyway. The revenants and other undead of this place are unable to actually view or sense the shadow crystals. or soul stones. I'm not sure what they're actually called, but I was just curious if you had managed to find one.
Mm, not so far. Do you know about their purpose?
They seem to have dark energies stored within them, necrotic energies. I think they had something to do with the ritual that took Isik long ago. I know
Mm.
my original party that I came in here with found a few, but at this point I don't know if there are any left or where they are.
Mm.
They things that need to be destroyed to set this place at rest.
Says no. I was more hoping that you had one intact. I would like to possess it. I'm looking to gather them. They help me. They help fortify my energies.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, we'll certainly can look in our search for the constant items, and uh, so you haven't heard anything on your side about other items in Isik?
Shakes his head. He says, "I don't know anything about these constant items. Uh, I know that. Actually, I don't think he. Okay, let me think. I don't think he had contact with John Luke's group actually. So he'll say, "No, I don't know anything about constant items. My apologies."
Have
About
you heard any item? Yep, go ahead.
so, do you know anything about the Shadow Lords?
Shadow Lords. Are those
Yeah,
the Alhoons?
yeah. Um,
Or the Alhoon? Says,
I can't.
no, apologies. I don't know anything about Shadow Lords.
Interesting.
Hmm.
So there's another evil force in the city called the Shadow Lords, and uh, believe that they're responsible for the spell that was put on this place 100 years ago. Is that correct? I'm not
Oh,
Yep.
trying to lie. I really don't remember.
so they're the
Yes.
ones who created the Shadow Crystals and turned Isik into the graveyard it is.
Yeah. So they're still around, and they have some stuff that they took from my world that I'm trying to capture. So if you happen to know where, you know, where such people might be, the information would be nice.
I don't. I apologize. The Alhoons might know more about them, but I'm afraid I've never bumped into any Shadow Lords or any who've proclaimed allegiance to a Shadow Lord.
So you said you came to Isaac after the ritual was already done, right? It was already an undead city when you came
Yes.
alive
I came
until
about 20 years ago. And actually, does
20
anyone
years.
have history?
Yep.
Give me a history check. You might notice something. So you do notice that this individual on his armor, there's a small patch with the symbol of a group that you recognize, known as the Steel Shadow. So he's wearing their insignia at least, which is a fairly powerful mercenary group that exists within the Empire. Uh, Yeah, you don't know too much about them, only that they tend to work in espionage and are often called upon to. They're kind of like I don't want to say an adventurer group, but they're like a mercenary group that hires people with adventurer like talents, more specialized.
Hmm.
So
But in any case, he says, "I don't think I've seen any of these shadow lords, but if you do find a shadow crystal, I would be willing to trade you something valuable for it."
okay, that's a good thing to know. By any chance, have you seen a weapon or anything like that? And I'm showing the obsidian dagger.
Oh, that's what I was going to ask. Do you have Butcher with you?
If she has been following us outside,
Can
Yeah, I think
Butcher
you.
they want
I think you have. Let's say Butcher stayed behind at the fort for now because he didn't really have a
okay.
reason to come back up here. So you have Jean Luc and Shiva up here with you.
Mhm.
Okay. Sorry, what were you saying?
I'm asking him if he has seen any weapon like the obsidian dagger, and I'm showing him the obsidian dagger or anything made of the same material here.
He looks at it. He says, "Is that Blackstone?"
That is Blackstone, yes.
He says, "No, I never." He taps it. He says, "Yeah, oh, yeah, that is very solid. I've only ever seen the wall made of this material. I've never seen a weapon made of it."
About it, I haven't gone there yet, but that's on my list of things to investigate. Okay, so mm, what about that big crater on the north of the house? Do you know what it is?
He shrugs. He says, "No, that's been here since I first used the house. I investigated it, but I didn't really see much going on there. Just seems like a large crater."
Um, Anybody else has any question?
He says, "Well, you're welcome to come back here if you need some place to stay. You seem like decent people. And as I said, if you're able to locate one of those shadow crystals, I will, of course, be in your debt."
See what we can do for you.
Is it done? Yes. Just the last question. How did you die and why did you come back?
He says, "I don't exactly know how I died. My group was moving through the city, and some kind of magic affected us. And the next thing I know, I awoke and I was alone and in this state."
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah. Are you seeking anybody in particular to venge yourself upon, or have you just been hunkering over there?
He says, "I seem to be trapped within the city. Whenever I try to leave, I can feel my life force being pulled from me. I don't think I can survive if I leave Isik. So, as many of the
So,
undead here, I seem to be bound to this place by whatever curse is on it."
so you because I mean it is known that revenants are coming to avenge something terrible that happened to them, but you're saying you were or whatever happened to you is a source of like the magic around here.
He nods. He says, "Is that what I'm called? A revenant? Huh. Now, I don't
Oh,
know much about what I am or what my purpose is at this point, but I seem to be trapped here."
Hmm.
okay. Well, yeah, we can't do much for that right now, but we'll see if we can find a shadow crystal and bring it to you, and maybe that can allow you to break these boundaries.
He says, "Well, I would appreciate any help you can give me. I know that the shadow crystals do seem to fortify my abilities, making me stronger. So I've been trying to get my hands on more of them."
Okay. Oh, so you already have a few.
He pauses and says, "I have one, yes." Actually, everyone, give me insight checks if you want to. So,
they can't do?
Katsu, you would
Darn.
notice that Jean Luc seems a bit uncomfortable as this conversation is happening.
Huh. Okay.
But no one else would kind of notice this. I don't know if you
Is
want
there
to say
anyone?
anything. Sorry, what did you say, Nico?
I I'm just wondering, was there anyone else in here? Because, like,
No, the house seems empty other than him.
Okay, cool.
Well, Zutan, again, it's a pleasure meeting you, and we'll certainly keep you in mind if we find anything like that. Have you seen any other creatures outside of undead wandering around, apart from us and Jean-Luc?
He says, "Not apart from the undead. I saw, yes, Jean-Luc's group a few weeks back, and I believe I saw your group up north near the keep. I saw you sneaking
Yeah.
around near where the Alhoun was performing his ritual."
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, the one with the vultures on the roof, right?
He nods. He says, "I didn't say
Yeah.
anything then, but it seems like you've done well to keep yourselves alive."
Okay.
He says, "All right."
no one else.
So, yep, go ahead.
I was just saying, no one else though.
No, no
Yeah.
one else. This place is a graveyard. He says,
Nice.
I mean, there are the sword wraiths. They do not seem to serve the Alhoun. I don't know what their purpose is, but they are undead as well."
Yes, we know about them, and in fact, we know who they serve, and she's linked to the old city before the events, and they are more like people from the city with their own mind, if you want.
I see. Well, that's good to know. I don't think they would treat me well if they found me, but it's good to know they don't serve the Alhoun.
Yes.
He says, "All right, well, you, like I said, if you find any of these crystals, let me know. And good luck to you
Right.
all."
Thank you. Same to you.
He nods. All right, so you're heading back out of the house?
And thanks for not bashing my face in.
He says, "I was more curious as to why you were here, a little bit worried as to you sneaking into my house, but I screwed up and you saw me fair and square, so it serves me right a little. I'm just glad you all weren't hostile towards me."
Yeah, we're not murder hobing right now. So.
Right now?
So right now,
Not right now.
You understand the life as a treasure hunter. So
He nods. And he says,
nice. Yeah,
Alright,
good.
so the group's heading back out.
yep.
Yeah.
And
Are
then
you.
Nico will just say you have a lovely home and take out the hammer as she turns around to leave.
He says, "Thank you." It's not really mine, but yes.
Now,
It's done its part. Are you saying anything, Katsu? Or are you just going along with it?
No, I'm just going along with it.
Right, so as you're heading north.
4:59.
hmm
Yeah, I guess we don't have too much time. Alright, well, let's wrap here. I was going to say you see some sword wraiths, but we can deal with that next time.
Yep. And now we know who they are.
Session needs a cliffhanger. So
Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so give me MVP votes.
Right?
Alright. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And who was, let's see.
did you get Schroeder's earlier?
Yes, I did. So it looks like Katsu, you are MVP. Congrats.
Hey,
good job.
Good job.
well done.
I'm jumping everybody across the pit.
Yeah, you're the pit jumper.
Yep.
All right.
Repost the D&D Beyond link invite in the main chat if you want access to all the books for your character.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I'm going to take some notes, but if anyone has any questions or comments, I'll be here for a few minutes before I log. But yeah, hope everyone had fun.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll
See you all next
Bye.
week.
Bye, everybody. See you next week.
Bye.
See you next week. Yeah, and I hope everyone watching also had fun. I will see you all next time, probably tonight, for my 5:30 game with the tribe. Take care, everyone.